new videos are actually like giving you audio, but you still sound extremely distant. So I want to make sure that you're not sounding really distant right now.
Okay. So I don't know why.
You know, it's a good question. I'd love to answer that. And it's completely random. It's just, I don't fucking understand.
Like the mic's as close to my face as possible.
Yeah. Well, would you believe that sometimes that does not matter? No. I over-tightened this thing. Okay. Manage your channel directly from your phone? Well, that's a great feature that I've never heard about before. I would love to do that, Twitch.
Looks like Croc's playing Minecraft.
Yeah. I hope he's getting killed by goats. Those
We're
asshole goats.
going to do that
One
play
day.
some Minecraft.
Yeah, would you believe that, that's, yeah, super popular? Apparently the just chatting category is back to being top dog.
Great.
It's actually bigger than Minecraft. No, I actually want to watch our videos so I can, you know, hear our audio. It's a very important thing for me right now.
Very important.
Yes. I would say that our audio being of good quality is very important. Okay, so just keep
barely
talking.
Started and I'm already tired. Like basically, I'm gonna stream then immediately go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, you seem to sound okay. This time.
Okay. I wonder what it feels like
to kill a man in cold blood.
I don't know where to take it from.
Just
It's
completely.
Just
Nope, I'm out. I'm out. I
dead.
got nothing. Where do you go from there?
I don't want. I don't want to continue that bit for fear of my life.
Oh, that's great. I'm actually gonna turn us down on here because we seem to be getting very loud. So I'm gonna turn us down. About like that. Okay. Now we should be peaking a little bit less. Just a little bit less.
Hello people, it's me, Younger Bro, and we are back shiny hunting and let's go Pikachu and Eevee for Staryu, yay.
Guess I'll just fucking leave, I guess. I'm not here, apparently.
What?
You did the other intro. You did your intro. You did the mobile intro.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
See
So I guess
how
I'll just fucking
tired I
leave.
am?
I'm not here, guys. I'm not in this stream. It's just Younger Bro.
Look, I've been waking up
leaving.
extremely early just trying to get some shit done. Like,
No, stop finding excuse for it. No excuse. Okay, no, I'm back. So yeah, guys, we are, yeah. I am your other host, Older Bro, the one who's here with Younger Bro, that he's not introducing or letting introduce because of his intro that's wrong.
yeah, you know,
Hopefully you're okay with that, like Younger Bro should be.
you know what? We don't need Older Bro here, right, guys?
I already threatened to leave. You can't make the joke now. I already sat back down.
Oh, it's like I can hear him still. I kind of miss
I should go over
him.
there and fucking work on other things just because of this shit.
I kind of
fucking
miss
asshole.
him too. I wish he was still alive.
Fine, I'll leave the fucking stream. I'll go sit over here.
It's like I can still hear his voice.
I'll just go over here and do my own thing. Fuck this shit. I'm not appreciated here.
Oh. Yeah, Older Bro and me are fighting about who's gonna play the new Metroid game.
Yes, and the answer is me. That's not optional.
No, it's Toad's gonna be me.
Yeah, you can fuck off.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pre-order it, guys, but he's gonna
Yes.
stream it the day it comes out.
Yes, I am. No contest. Sorry about me moving the mic, guys. I have actually just moved over here because of younger bro not wanting me here, so I'm just gonna sit on the couch. Or not on the couch. I'm gonna sit away from the couch.
I'd say it's more uncomfortable in that chair than it is on the couch.
It's fine. This chair's fine.
But I don't mind older bro streaming a Metroid game when it comes out because older bro knows the series more than me.
I do. I do know the series more than
Even
younger
though
bro.
I really want to play the series. Real bad.
Well, don't worry. You've got plenty of other games to play.
Yeah, which games am I doing again?
Let me look this up again.
I'm doing like 1 and 3?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I'm gonna look up what games you're playing on Spotify. That's totally correct.
I know.
Go to Sheets.
I
please.
know I'm doing the main series 1 and 3, and I'm doing Prime 2 and
4 when it comes out. They're working on it.
I thought you were doing 4, and I think I'm doing like 2 and 1.
No, I'm pretty sure we're doing 1 and 3, or I'm doing 1 and 3, and you're doing 2 and 4. Although that one I will also play, just off camera.
I swear you
I'm
had 4.
I'm like, why the hell can't I find any of our stuff? It's because I'm logged into the wrong Google Sheets. Master Games list. Here we go. I'm looking it up right now for you. So, most of the Metroid games are probably being played, in the stream category. Well, that's not true. The Prime games are being in the stream category.
All the Prime games are streamed.
Yeah.
I like how we tried to play, what, Prime 3?
Huh? No, we tried to play Prime 1.
Oh, we tried to play...
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing 1 and 3. Yeah, that must be it. You're doing 1 and 3, and I'm doing...
I have... Okay, so let's go through this. I have Metroid Other M, the game no one talks about, because it's bad. You have Metroid 2 Remake for the 3DS. Again, both of these are actually recordings. You also have Zero Mission, which is 1. And somewhere in here, I think you have Super Metroid, but I can't find it. Samus Returns. So yeah, you're doing 2 Remake. And 1.
Yeah, the only reason I wanted to play
And
2
3.
Remake is because why not?
Yeah, that's fair. So I'm actually not even playing... So yeah, you're playing 1, 2, and 3. I'm playing 4 and 5 for the normal games. For the actual main series. And then when it comes to the Prime games, I have 1 and 3. And you have...
I think I only have 2, because I didn't write down 4.
Yeah, I think. Well, none of us wrote down 4. It's not out yet.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, newer games that we know are coming, we don't really schedule them. They're interruptions.
Yeah,
and I will stream Metroid Prime 4 as soon as it comes out.
Yeah. I'm not seeing where Metroid Prime 2 is, but I know you have.
Yeah, I should. If I don't, I should. Because that's the game I started with.
Yeah.
Because that's the one with Dark Samus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to play.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing it. So I know you have it, I just can't find it. Sometimes it's really hard to find these dang games. Oh, by the way, guys, hopefully our internet connection's a lot better now because they replaced a cord that was apparently the problem. Like an actual, like, cable. So, like, not... Yeah, like a pretty significant cable. So, also, through some literal miracle, the gods above have smiled upon us, and we may be getting significantly better internet.
Yeah,
like,
so we might... Our streams might not drop in frame rate anymore.
Yeah. Let's say it this way. We literally might get enough internet that we can stream at 1080p, if not 2K. Like, it's that much of a fucking increase in stream quality. So, we will let you know when we find out.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we probably can't go up to 2K if
No,
Father
probably
gets
not,
his...
Probably not. But I'm just saying that's the jump in amount of internet that's going to be available. That it's theoretically possible.
That's gonna be great.
So
Unfortunately,
yeah,
on there, OBS is still having a fit though.
A little bit, yeah. But that's understandable.
Hopefully, it's good enough to where I can maybe do Xenoverse 2 online with people from in here.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, guys, if that holds true, then I might bring back Xenoverse 2 so we can do parallel quests.
I still literally... Maybe this is one that we didn't actually put on the full list, but we have it on a list.
Honestly, we should...
Okay, so, yeah, so here we go. You have Prime 2, but currently, I have Prime 4. Because we haven't scheduled the game, and for some reason it's on my list. So, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like...
Oh, right. I think I'm doing Prime 2 and 3, and you're doing 1 and 4.
No, I have 3 on my list. I have 1 and 3 on my list because I found those. You have 2 on your yet-to-be-scheduled list. And I have 4 on my yet-to-be-scheduled list for some reason. Even though I swore you were playing it. I don't know.
Fuck it, I guess.
Look, none of this is set in stone. We'll fix it later. It's literally on a list that isn't even the main list. It's on a list to go on the list.
How about for the new Metro games, we'll do this. Since you're doing 5, I'll do 4.
No,
No, you can do Dread when it comes out, and I'll do Prime 4 when it comes out.
Sure, that's fine.
I think that's fair.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I was like, what? Yes. Well, actually, okay. I can tell you why I have Prime 4, but it's for a weird reason. It's because... Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. It makes less sense.
The only thing I say is like, you just wanted to really play it.
I guess. Well, I also have Other M, which I have no idea. I know why I have Other M, and that's because, for anyone's information, first off, clarification to Nintendo, I own Other M. I know that's a surprise that there's somebody out there that owns Other M because it was a terrible game, but I do own it. I also own Triforce Heroes. Why would you play it? But that's beside the point. Point is, I own Other M, and when we play Other M, we're absolutely going to be emulating it because there is a patch on PC to fix some of the stupid shit in Other M and make it like an actually playable, like a better playable game.
Well, what's the problem with it?
Metroid Other M is considered one of the stupidest Metroid games because, well, first off, Samus talks in it.
Yeah.
Not just like in Fusion where she has dialogue. She is voiced.
Oh!
Which is, kind of weird for a character who is known for being mute and, silent. It's very unusual for her to talk. And that was weird enough as it is. But also, this is the game where she meets Adam. The one she talks about constantly in Fusion? Yeah, this is that mission. And in this game, he is her commanding officer. And in it, he has to authorize the use of her weapons. So unlike other games, she doesn't lose all of her weapons. She just isn't authorized to use them because she's under the jurisdiction of the Federation. Like, she's literally there under a military thing. So she's not allowed to use weapons until her commander tells her.
I mean, that's interesting.
Well, yeah, and all that'd be fine. Until you get to the fire levels. Where, until halfway through, the commanding officer, Adam, does not authorize her to use her Varia suit. So you have to go through an entire half of the fire section taking fire damage because your commanding officer is a fucking dumbass.
fuck?
It's also just, it also has like some stupid like collectible shit where you have to like go through and collect certain enemies. Not actually like collect the enemies, but you have to kill them, and those are the collectibles.
Like you have to kill a certain amount of enemies.
Yeah, like they have hidden enemies, and you have to kill those certain enemies, and it's just a really weird gameplay mechanic.
It's kind of like bounty hunting. I mean, that.
Yeah,
that
it makes sense with her character, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very poorly received game because it has some really weird shit to it that just does not make sense. So
Okay.
there is, from what I remember, because this has been years, I don't remember if this is, I'm pretty sure this is correct. There is a PC patch to remove some of the weird shit. In fact, you know what, let's actually go full and dive into this. Let's look up problems with Other M.
Yeah, so Other M and Triforce Heroes are just games that you buy and then shelve permanently. Or at least display.
Here's the thing, Metroid Other M is actually, like, Metroid Other M is not the worst, like, game in the universe. It is still okay to play. Unlike Triforce Heroes, which just is not. Triforce Heroes is a game you shelve. You shouldn't even buy it, honestly. Metroid Other M is probably the worst Metroid game. But it's still a decent game. It's like...
It just has stupid shit in it.
Yeah. Even 10 years later, Metroid Other M is still viewed with strong disdain. Considered the worst game in the franchise.
Yeah, from my understanding, Triforce Heroes, you can only beat some of the puzzles with multiplayer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's the other big problem. In the game, so, here's a question. So, you've seen or played enough Metroid games to have probably some minor understanding of Samus's character. What would you describe her character as? Just from a, like, who is she?
Her?
Like,
I want to say she's definitely a loner.
Yeah, so she's a loner. She's a bounty hunter. So, so in most situations she doesn't have partners.
Yeah, so she's probably not that. I want to describe her as Katniss. Like, she's not that good at making friends. She usually keeps to herself.
Maybe, but okay. So now
strong and an independent woman.
Yeah. Now, what I was gonna say is, do you think that her like isolation is like out of her like not wanting to get close to anybody, or like do you think it's something like she's very insecure about herself and just doesn't want to get doesn't like people? Like, what would you say about like any guesses as to why she doesn't get close to people?
I think it's because she just doesn't want to be around people.
Okay,
really.
So yeah, so she just wants to be a loner. She doesn't like people. She just wants to stay back from people, doesn't want to get close to them. That's fine. So, yeah. So, here's the thing about Samus. Up until this game, the things that we have known about Samus is that, first off, her franchise is based on, like, Metroid franchise is literally the game version of Aliens. It is literally based on the Aliens franchise. Samus is literally Ridley Scott. Ridley is literally named after Ridley Scott, and the Metroids are literally supposed to be the aliens.
Yeah, I think Metroid's a better game series than the Alien game series.
Honestly, I've heard very good things about one Alien game.
Yeah, and that was Alien vs. Predator, probably.
No. I think it's Alien Covenant? I don't remember which one it is. It was a very recent game. It's literally like basically a stealth game where you have to like basically sneak around.
Oh,
and
yes.
while you're being literally actively hunted by the fucking aliens.
It looks like a decent
game. I've seen people play it and it's like it's fucking like it's good. It's a good horror game.
Yeah, for horror, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, you feel literally fucking afraid that you're going to die by an alien, which is pretty good for a game.
I think it should be up-res to VR if it's not.
Sure.
Like,
But anyways,
that game
getting
needs to be played
back to
with
Metroid.
VR.
So it's based on that character. And one of the things that you can say about Ridley Scott is that she is like you nailed it on the head that
you're back to talk about Samus, right?
no. Well, yes and no. I'm talking about both of them at the same time.
Okay.
Is that Ridley Scott is absolutely a badass character. Like, absolutely just like, I ain't gonna take no shit from anybody.
Wait,
I am my own independent
Ridley,
person.
The dragon is named Ridley Scott.
Well, it's not named Ridley Scott, but Ridley is named after Ridley Scott from Aliens. That's why it's called
Yes.
Ridley. But yeah, so the character Ridley Scott in Aliens is very much like a badass character who don't take no shit from anybody. Like,
Ridley Scott's the director.
sorry, not Ridley Scott. The woman from the game. I don't fucking know her name.
You mean?
The main character in Aliens.
Oh.
An alien.
Yeah.
I just do not remember her name, but
I don't
that
remember.
person.
Yeah.
So, same too with Samus. Samus is very much viewed by pretty much everybody as a loner character who's a badass and don't take shit from anybody, and generally is very competent and, like, very much a Master Chief kind of character. Well, sorry, Master Chief is very much a Samus kind of character. Because, again, Samus came first. Well, here's the thing about Metroid Other M. They make Samus timid.
What's timid?
Like, constantly scared and, like, nervous all the time. Yeah, that's a character trait that Samus, the galactic bounty hunter, who literally fists creatures to death in some of her games. Like, yeah, she's super timid.
That's almost like taking a Metroid game and trying to make it a Resident Evil game.
Sure.
Because the main characters in those games are timid as well. Except Jill. I don't know if you know who Jill Valentine is, but she's basically the Samus of Resident Evil.
Yeah, I know who Jill is. Yeah. So she's super timid, which goes against literally her entire characterization. Like I said, she has all of her upgrades at the beginning of the game, which doesn't sound bad, except you have to remember, this is a Metroidvania. It's literally got Metroid in the fucking name. And Metroidvanias are extremely well known for, lots of backtracking, searching around, like, labyrinthian mazes to try to find upgrades to progress further in the game and become more powerful. Well, when you take away the finding the collectible, upgrades part, that kinda is not a Metroidvania anymore. So, again, whether or not it was a good game, gameplay-wise, people are gonna be pissed off about it because it's not a Metroidvania, the thing that you're named after. Sorry, that's named after you. It's not even in its own genre.
So, what you're saying is it's the Breath of the Wild of the Metroid series.
No, it's the Zelda 2 of the Metroid series. A game that I still consider to be one of the actual worst Zelda games, if we completely ignore that Triforce Heroes exists. People constantly talk about, they should remake Zelda 2, and I'm like, no! It wasn't a Zelda game, in the same way Zelda 1 wasn't a Zelda game. These games are just fundamentally not Zelda games.
Yeah, I'll say this, guys. If they remake Zelda 1 and 2, they better make it in the style of, Twilight Princess.
Here's the thing. It's not a style problem. It's Zelda 1 plays the most like a Zelda game of the two. But it's the problem with both of them is, okay, maybe here's a better way to say it. It's not that they don't play like Zelda games. They do, enough. It's the problem of those two Zelda games were before there was a Zelda formula. Before there was, an understanding of what Zelda games were. The problem is, in order to remake them, they would have to completely it wouldn't even be enough to remaster them. It wouldn't be enough to like do like a Resident, like a not a Resident Evil, yeah, like an RE2 or a Final Fantasy VII. They would have to completely redesign the games. They would have to literally be different games.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when
Yeah.
I was like,
But that's what I'm
they
saying.
have to
It's
be like Twilight Princess
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you have to go from being Zelda 1 to Twilight Princess, like, literally you have to change the game that much, it's just not Zelda 1 anymore. Like, that's the problem with it. Is that to make them a Zelda game, in quotes, they would have to so fundamentally change the game that putting Zelda 1 Remake on it just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, from what I understand, Zelda 1 is a dungeon crawler, and
Zelda-
Zelda 2 is a side-scroller.
Sort of. Yeah, Zelda 1, here's the thing. Zelda 1 does play like a Zelda game. There are actual, like, you know, so there is a sword that, like, there is a Master Sword in quotes. There's the Triforce. There are bombs. But, like, and there are dungeons you have to go in. So you have to go around the game world, go into the dungeons and fight the bosses.
Yeah.
Like, so it has the fundamentals, like, the basic level concepts, but it's completely open. There is no, like, gating. You don't have to, like, go to the first dungeon to get an item to explore the world. It's just find where the dungeons are, beat dungeons. Like,
Is there an end?
there is, you just fight Ganondorf and get the Triforce.
Okay.
Like, but it's just very simplistic. There's a reason why it's a mini game in Hyrule Warriors.
Wait, what?
Remember that whole portion of Hyrule Warriors where they literally have, like, the collectible stuff on the Zelda 1 map? Yeah. That's the closest thing you're going to get to a Zelda 1 remake, is that mini-game portion. Because what the hell else do you do with it? Like, to make it a real game, you'd have to completely fundamentally alter the whole game. Just to explain to anyone who doesn't know, Breath of the Wild was intended to be a remake of Zelda 1. They started out, when developing Breath of the Wild, saying, we want to do a whole reimagining of Zelda 1. And that's what we got. So you want Zelda 1? Breath of the Wild is Zelda 1. Stop asking for it.
Well, I mean,
Like,
it's not that how that works anymore, because it's 100 years after.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Timeline-wise.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like, what can you, like, what I'm trying to get at is, I don't know what people expect to get out of it. It's like, are they just wanting higher resolution graphics? Are they wanting it to be like, oh, we'll just...
We'll take
I
the
think
same
what they're...
game and port it.
The only thing I could think of they could do is do, like, go from Zelda 1 to Link's Awakening, where, like, they basically zoom in on each map and, like, vastly add to it to make it a full game. But again, like, I just don't know of a way they could do that. At least with Zelda 2, you had, like, towns and stuff. In Zelda 1, there aren't even towns. There's just caves. Like, where you meet one old man who gives you potions and a sword and probably tries to rape you. I don't fucking know. Nobody's gonna get that joke, are they? No one's gonna get the Starbomb reference I'm making.
Yeah,
Apologies.
besides me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry. No one's gonna get that joke. But no, like, there's just nowhere you can take that game. You can't. It's the same thing with Metroid Zero Mission. I've talked about how Metroid Zero Mission is a remake of Metroid 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, to call it that is like to completely not understand what the game is. It's so fundamentally different as a game that it just does not play anything like Metroid 1. It plays like Metroid Fusion. Like, the game is just so fundamentally vastly different that it's non-comparable.
Okay.
They just call it... they don't even call it Metroid 1. They call it Zero Mission. just to completely say, we couldn't call this Metroid 1 remake, because, like, they're so different of a game.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. They're never gonna do a Metroid 1 remake or a Metroid 2 remake, because to make them would require you to make them
Zelda?
so... Sorry, Zelda. I keep doing that. To make a Zelda 1 or Zelda 2 remake would so fundamentally have to change the game that it would be incomparable.
Maybe that's what people want, though.
Maybe, but at that point, they're just asking for a new Zelda game or a new Metroid game. Same thing. It's like there's no... You can't upgrade it. You're just asking for a different game. It's like you don't really want a Metroid 1 again. You want Zero Mission.
I mean,
You don't want Zelda 2. You want a different game entirely.
Did you see what they were doing for Zelda 1, 2, and 2 other games? Like, they're putting it, like, in the Nintendo Direct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Whatever that little small...
It's a Game
emulator
& Watch.
thing. Yeah, the Game & Watch.
Yeah, they're literally making a custom Game & Watch that is just all 3 of those games and another game.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, it was Burger Time or whatever the fuck it was with Link. One of those games.
Yeah, Burger
Yeah,
Time.
it's not actually Burger Time, it's a different one, but I don't remember what it was. But it's one of those with Link. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's get back to Metroid Other M. So, yeah. Robs Samus of all agency, removes the most iconic part of Metroid, which is the exploration.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Well, why would you explore in a game that's linear and doesn't have upgrades to find? Except for, I guess, there's some missile and health upgrades minorly scattered across the map, but it's like no actual power-ups. It's just, like, yeah. Controls are clunky. Game is played from a third-person perspective. So the game is... Here you go. The game is played from a third-person perspective, requiring players to hold the Wiimote horizontally. However, players would have to turn the remote vertically to enter first-person mode. Players can only fire Samus's missiles while in first-person mode.
Oh, fuck. I hope they fix that in the PC version.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there is, like, actually, Here's a thing on it already. Sure, whatever. One fan has decided to fix the game in a single cutscene.
Oh, holy shit.
It's a cutscene. That one's the cutscene.
Like that. That sounds ridiculous. Dang it, Starmie. Be shiny.
Yeah, I swear I remember this.
I want you to be shiny for me. You just want you to be shiny. But, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know too much about Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, games I want to play are Metroid and Star Fox.
Uh-huh.
Like, for Nintendo games. Like,
Yep.
those are two of the series I want to get into. I already kind of dived into Fire Emblem a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to play the Three Houses game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, Tentacruel will chase you across the map. It will always magnet to you. Yeah, it freaking sucks. Same with Tentacool a little bit.
Yeah.
It's annoying. I didn't ask to be followed by you, darn Pokemon. Yeah, it's only Tentacool and Tentacruel that does this.
Yeah, I can't find the thing I was looking for, so I'm not sure. But I will continue trying to find it. Not here.
My Metroid Other M sounds fun. I keep looking at the aura around the Staryu and keep thinking it's shiny when it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be silver already. Instead of a browner Staryu, I want a whiter one. I need to go fishing. Hey, if only I had a rod. Oh yeah, they did. They completely got rid of fishing in this game.
Uh-huh.
You can't fish and you can't breed. Yeah, why the hell would you get rid of fishing? I mean, for this game, I kind of understand because you wanted all the Pokemon to be encounterable.
Do. Yeah, I literally cannot find what I was looking for. It has, to be fair, it has literally been years since I saw this, so it is impossible. It is possible it's completely gone now, even if it did exist.
Okay. Yeah, going back, when they said one fan, they meant of the franchise and not the game, right?
What?
I'm just asking, like the fan that made the PC version. They mean fan of the franchise and not the game, right?
Oh yeah.
Screw you, Tentacruel. Don't you ever just want to stop cooling? Yeah, stop being so cool. Too cool to be a fool.
Although it looks like there is at least a controller configuration.
Game, you wanna?
Yeah, interesting.
You wanna spawn Pokemon for me, game?
Yeah, we're gonna stop looking at that before I stab someone. Probably me.
Is it spawning Pokemon over here? Don't look like it. Yeah, it's refusing the spawn Pokemon, so I'm gonna reset the route.
Trying to figure out if this is audible.
What?
Me clicking this mouse. Didn't look like it, but I can't tell. Because it's entirely possible it's just really, really quiet.
So quiet that is unnoticeable.
Yeah, but still there.
Are you still there?
Hello? Are you still there?
Do you think they'll ever make Portal 3?
Well, okay, here's the thing. No. There's a couple reasons why. One, Portal 3 already exists. Sorry, it's Portal 1.5, but whatever. So, again, guys, if you want to play Portal 3, go play Portal Stories Mel. It is a game that Valve has, officially acknowledged, officially accepts because it's on Steam. That is Portal 3.
Are we ever gonna play that?
Yes. If we play Portal 1 and 2, we will play Portal 3. No arguments. But here's the other reason.
On me to play 1.
Yeah, here's the other reason, though. Valve doesn't have very many game developers anymore. They're just not a game studio anymore. They are a Steam studio. They make the software. They don't make games. It is much more likely that an independent studio will make a Portal 4 or a Portal 3 and get a license from Valve to make it. Valve themselves are just not video game developers anymore. I know they made Hearthstone. They're not video game developers anymore.
That's disappointing.
So, I think it's Hearthstone. Whichever game it was that was the card game that was made by Valve. I don't remember what it was, but they made that game. They're just not game developers anymore. Okay? That's whether that's you are happy or sad about that. That is just factual. They are they are wholly invested in Steam.
And that's why we never had an official Portal 3.
Nope. We're never going to get it. Also, they can't count to 3.
Why?
Because outside of, I think, one game, they have never made a game with the number 3 in it.
Ever?
No. You have to remember, here's how many Half-Life games they made. Half-Life 1. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 Part 1. Or Half-Life 2.1. Because Half-Life 2 had episodic add-ons. So they did 2.1. And then 2.2. And then they were going to do 2.3 and didn't. They can't even do Episode 3 of an episodic series as part of the second game. They never did a Portal 3. They never did, what's the one series they're well known for? With, the heavies and the,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Team Fortress.
Yeah, there's no Team Fortress 3. Basically, every single Valve series, except I think Left 4 Dead is a Valve series, isn't it? I can't remember. Hold on. I'm just going to look up all Valve series.
I don't think so.
I just can't remember. I'm going to look up all series by Valve.
I do not believe that Left 4 Dead is
Valve games.
Because there was a Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was the only one they actually did. List of Valve games. Here we go. Half-Life. So here are their games. Half-Life. Team Fortress Classic. Another Half-Life game that's not a number. Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah.
Another Half-Life game that's not 2. They do a lot of games that are in the series. It's not like they've only made 2 Half-Life games. It's just they never have a third big number. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. A lot of other Half-Life 2 stuff. Half-Life 2 Episode 1. Gary's Mod.
Wait, they made Gary's Mod?
Yes. That's officially their game. Well, it was developed by Face Punch Studio, but it's...
Yeah, I thought
it was... They published it.
Oh, okay.
Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Portal. Team Fortress 2. CSGO. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2. Alien Swarm. Portal 2. CSGO. Again. Dota 2. Counter-Strike Online 2. Left 4 Dead Survivors. The Lab, which is Portal VR. Artifact. That was it. Artifact is a Dota 2 card game. And Half-Life Alice. No, they never had a Left 4 Dead 3. They didn't do that either.
Really?
They have never done a game with the number 3 in it. ever.
What's that?
They are incapable of counting to 3.
I kind of want to believe that.
Yeah, they just can't. Again, here are the games that were canceled. They had a Half-Life expansion. Half-Life 2, number 3. Half-Life 2, number 4. Half-Life 3. Like, Left 4 Dead 3. And then a lot of other games. They literally can't count to 3.
Dude.
They even tried to get around it by doing Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Half-Life 2, and they still couldn't get to Episode 3. And they'd planned for 4. They just couldn't get past the wall of 3. They can't.
Valve, I want you to comment to our videos.
You
directly.
want Gabe Newell.
Yes.
You want Gaben to come from on high down and put a comment in our videos to say why Valve can't count to 3.
Yes, please. What? Do you have a calculator that can't calculate 3?
Also, they're on Source 2 engine, which I believe means there will never be a Source 3 engine, because that would mean they'd have to count to 3.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Source 2 was developed in 2015 and is still currently being used by their service. Like, they've still not. So until they can make Source 3, they can't make games with the number 3.
They're just restricted.
So yeah, Younger Bro was wrong. I was right. They did make Left 4 Dead. There is no Left 4 Dead 3. They canceled it because they couldn't count to 3. You know, I'm just gonna type in why can't Valve and see why. There we go. I typed in the letter V. V. Why can't V? Third thing down. Why can't Valve count to 3?
Freaking nerd.
Also, apparently, Valve released a music video of admitting they can't count to 3 as a joke. But they literally made a joke music video explaining that they cannot count to 3.
Oh my god.
And it's not even it's not even unofficial. It includes Ellen McLean in it. The voice of GLaDOS is in this music video by Valve talking about why they can't count to 3.
I swear GLaDOS is just throwing shades at the...
Yeah. Urban Dictionary, Valve can't count to 3. Why is this phrase on Urban Dictionary?
Oh my god.
The fact that Valve game creators can't count to 3, but can to 4, 5, etc., popularized by the fact that the third Half-Life game wasn't Half-Life 3, but Half-Life 2 Episode 1. John, hey, can't wait till Portal 3 comes out. Jack, Valve can't count to 3, idiot. John, oh, then let's wait for Portal 2, the sequel. You don't have to say the word 3 if you just say sequel.
I swear, if the next game that comes out...
You know what they should try? They should try doing Roman numerals. Maybe they can get around it if they do Portal III.
Portal E.
Yeah. Does that count as 3?
Portal III.
There's so many threads saying, why can't Valve count to 3? Oh, and here was the really joke one. I think this is a few years ago. Let's see when this was. Yeah, this was last year. Half-Life 4 announced. Valve confirms it cannot count to 3. So they skip 3 and just go straight to 4. Just not even a... Yeah. Half-Life 4 will come out on 3/3/2023, as it seems Valve can't count to 3. Or can count to 3 when it comes to release dates, just not game titles. Valve has yet to confirm whether we'll see Team Fortress 3, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3. Yes, this is an April Fool's joke. I'm just waiting for them to release a big orange box 2. It's just called the Big Orange Box 2, and it's literally a box that contains cases for Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and Team Fortress 3. It doesn't even include games. It's just boxes for them. Empty fucking boxes. People would buy that too. They would buy they would buy a Valve crate that literally just contains boxes for games that won't exist.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think I did see that joke where Half-Life 4 announcing coming out.
It's like, just Valve can't count to 3. It's like, why? Why can't you count to 3?
Yeah, I think the only reason I know about that joke is because I was looking at Portal 3.
Yeah, Valve's song Count to 3 featuring Ellen. Yep, there it is.
Oh my.
Yeah. By the way, even though the red box is appearing, it's not dropping below, like, 2,000.
Well, that's good.
So,
It doesn't seem to be pixelating.
no, it's just turning red for no reason. Like,
Yeah, like when it turns red, we're just assuming that means there's some kind of bad connection.
yeah, normally that's what that means, but it's not really dropping. Like, when it drops below 2,000, it just drops for a second, it's immediately back up to 2,000 the next second. It's like momentary seconds of being below 2,000, then it's just like, nope, right back up.
So weird.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Like, and
It's
we
weird.
got rid of OBS for this problem because we assumed that OBS wasn't connected, right?
No. Yeah, it's just the internet. The internet just varies.
Yeah, I remember when we replaced OBS with Elgato capture software.
Yeah, I remember when it stopped working properly and we had to go back to OBS, and the problems we had with OBS stopped. And then OBS started crashing, and we were just like, fuck it, we're not changing back. We're just staying here.
Yeah, we're done playing software.
Yeah. Again, guys, if you can give us better software, we'll use it, but you better prove it's better.
Yeah, provide us with the better software that doesn't cost money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, the other hilarious thing is, even though Valve can't count to 3 and can't release new games, they still keep releasing new Ellen songs. Like, again, they released that song for them not being able to count to 3 from, GLaDOS. They released the song, they made a custom song for Lego Dimensions for GLaDOS again.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think there's even another one, because I think I found it while I was.
Wait, there's another Lego Dimensions one?
No, another song by her.
Oh.
Because I think I found it while moving my Spotify stuff. I think I found another one, but I can't remember what it was. Let me see if I can find it, and hope it doesn't try playing songs while I'm finding it, because I'd really like to not have to deal with that.
Mute your phone.
Yeah, I guess I can try that. Well, yeah, I sort of can do that. Okay, it says it's muted. It also says it's playing a random song that I have no idea why it's playing, and I didn't play that song. Okay,
It's
my
the
library.
Go Spotify.
From something. Video games. And more. They're still alive, want you gone. You wouldn't know, would you? Yeah, let me look up Ellen McLean and see what appears on here. Ellen McLean. She has... Oh, it's just a... Yeah, okay. That's great. So, the things that appear is... You wouldn't know, would you? And... Hold on. Let me finish typing our name. So, the things that appear are Still Alive, Want You Gone, You Wouldn't Know, and the song where she can't count. Yeah, they talk about Can't Count to 3, which is on Spotify.
Hilarious.
So, yeah.
Nice song, guys. This is why we'll never have a Portal 3.
Because Valve can't count to 3.
Wait, what is this number?
3 is a mysterious number.
3 doesn't compute.
It doesn't.
The number 3 is the...
The number you are dialing is out of service. Please dial a smaller number.
Any number before... You know what? This doesn't compute.
Yeah. You may dial the numbers 0, 1, and 2. There are no other numbers. Oh, wait. 4 appears.
Now, the number 3 is one of the plot devices, and 2, the kill code. You know what I'm talking about, right? She was trying to destroy Wheatley with a phrase.
Oh, yeah. This sentence is false. Yeah.
Yeah, what is that called again?
Paradox. It was a paradox.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah,
that is
number
not
3
a
is
paradox.
Yeah, number 3 is a paradox.
Yeah, by the way, Wheatley was correct. Yeah, he went with true. It's like, yeah, sure, that sentence can be false. And that's true. And there's no paradox in that.
Yeah.
Like, I can say I'm lying, and you say, yes, you are lying. And that's not false. Because the person doing the lying is not the same as saying the statement is itself a lie. Like, you can say, this sentence is false, and it be true that that sentence is false, and not say, this sentence is true.
You were designed to make me an idiot!
Yeah. It's like, it's the same thing. You can say, an event is, you can say, something is correct without saying that the actions in that event are correct. Like, I don't know how to better describe this other than that's not a paradox. Like, the game was just wrong.
I fully understand.
Yeah, it's like...
It's just, I'm trying to think of anything that could be a paradox.
The problem is paradoxes are... This is why a lot of people don't like time plotlines. Ever. Because time plotlines are critically difficult to understand. Like, people got pissed off at the Avengers movie because it dealt with time travel. Because every time something deals with time travel, it uses similar problems. It just causes similar problems.
It fucks it up.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem with time travel. How can you describe something that nobody knows
how to do?
Yeah. Well, here's the fundamental problem. Time travel is a plot device, and it's a particularly lazy plot device. Because the problem is you can write whatever rules you want, and that's how it works. Because there is no set rules on how it works.
I'd say maybe Avengers might be one of the most accurate.
Well, the problem is...
That's a paradox, though.
Yeah.
Cause here's the thing, I want to say in Avengers, they're essentially using a wormhole, like in Einstein's theory of how to possibly
what
they
did, here's the thing, they don't time travel.
No.
What they do is they jump to, they even explain that in the movie. What they do is they do go back in time. But they go back in time, which takes them to a different universe.
Yeah, they jump
like,
universe.
Yeah, it's multiverse theory. But here's the problem with it. It depends on your universe. In some situations, they are actually going back in time to their universe, and time is one. There is no multiverse. It's just one timeline. And so somebody jumps back into their own past. Like, one of the big ones, which made a joke out of it, was Futurama.
Yes.
Where they went back in time, where Fry went back in time in Futurama and became his own great-grandfather. His ancestry is literally a circle. Because he is his own grandfather. Or great-grandfather, whichever one it was. I don't remember. Like, he is his own, like, ancestor.
Yeah.
So, again, that's the problem. Here's the problem with, the fundamental problem with time travel is how do you explain the problem of causality? So, for example, let's talk about, let me get sort of political. Let's talk about the most famous example of time travel that people always talk about wanting to do. The first thing people will always do when they get time travel is go back in time and kill Hitler.
Absolutely. That is
so,
literally
let's talk about this event. Let's get pseudoscience with older bro. So, let's talk about the first problems with this. First off, you go back in time and you kill Hitler. 1, how does causality work when you go back in time? Are you jumping into another universe? If you're jumping into another universe, nothing you do matters. Because if you kill Hitler, you'll go back to the present, and he'll still have happened. Because you killed him in a different universe, not yours.
Yeah,
Let's assume that's not the case. Let's assume time travel does work on a single causal chain, and when you go back in time, you affect your own past. If you go back in time and kill Hitler, Hitler wasn't there in your past, which means you don't have a reason to go back in time to kill Hitler. So you never killed him, which means you can't actually change the past. Because if you change the past, then your past doesn't exist to change. Which means it has to be multiverse. But, again, let's ignore that for a minute. Let's say that you can change your own past and still cause the change and not break causality somehow. Then, you still didn't stop World War II because Hitler was a product of World War I. So someone else would just have become Hitler. So you still don't prevent the deaths.
Yeah, here's what I'll say, guys. Here's what I'll say about this, guys. If we ever get time travel, do not go back and change any major event.
Yeah, you see the problems with this shit. It is so unbelievably convolutedly complex that there is no way your dumbass, no matter who you are, understands how it works. You could be Neil deGrasse fucking Tyson and you do not understand how this shit works, and shouldn't be messing with it.
Don't be Charles Dyson.
Charles Dyson! Who the fuck are you talking about? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Dyson, from Terminator.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right. Yeah. But again, let's talk about Terminator. The second most common thing of Terminator is Terminator with time travel. So, let's say that in the future that there's a race of, robots that are created by people that enslave humanity and are trying to destroy it. Basically, they're trying to destroy all of humanity. And so, they send someone back in time to kill the leader of the resistance because the robots are losing the war.
Yeah.
Again, let's remember this, guys. The robots are destined to lose this war.
Every time.
Every single time. It is impossible for them to win. So they send somebody back to kill John Connor. And the resistance sends someone back to kill the Terminator trying to kill John Connor. So, let's start with the fact that, again, time travel may not work that way. So they send somebody back in time and kill John Connor, and nothing changes because in their timeline, he still lived. Well, that's not how it works in the movie, so we can throw that out. That's not true.
Yeah, the last movie.
Well, no, it's not how it works in any of the movies. So, we can ignore that. So let's say they go back in time and kill John. Well, here's the problem with that. In the first movie, they tried to kill Sarah Connor. Here's the problem. Let's say they successfully kill Sarah Connor. So, they kill Sarah Connor. Yes, and then they go back to the future. Or they don't. They just destroy themselves. Whatever. It doesn't matter. What actually happens?
They become inactive, in a sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, would you like to know why that happened in the last movie? The thing that pissed everyone off?
The thing I like.
Yeah. Would you like to understand why that happened? The reason it happened was because they destroyed their own past. They killed they killed Sarah Connor, so they never existed. Like, they killed John Connor, and then they're never built. Because the reason that they're built is because their tech is left in the past to be used to create themselves. So if they kill Sarah Connor in the first movie, that never happens, so they get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, they literally unwrite their own history. Again, the Resistance should have just let them kill Sarah Connor. Because think of what happens if they kill Sarah Connor. They kill Sarah Connor. Let's just assume that the robot stops working or goes back to the future. It doesn't fucking matter. Something happens, the robot goes away. Sarah Connor dies. There's no John Connor. There's also no dystopian future where the robots were created because there was no robot parts left for them to use to make Terminators. So that just never happens.
Yeah, Charles Dyson.
So the only one who dies is Sarah Connor and John Connor. And everyone else lives. Not only does everyone else live, more people live because all the people who died during the war don't die. So literally, 2 people die, and half the human race or more lives. Literally the best fucking case scenario.
As sad as it is. Because
Yeah.
it is really fucking
Is
hard.
John Connor worth half the human population? No.
Yeah, because...
Let the man die.
Yeah. Or Sarah, as hard as that
Either.
is.
Yeah. Not worth it. Let the man die.
But, yeah, Sarah Connor is a powerhouse that will not be fucked with.
No, she will not. No, yeah, like...
Like, her last role, oh my god,
Yeah.
so good.
Like, so many people got pissed off about that movie, and I don't understand why. Like,
Me and you both reviewed
Yeah,
it.
there was, like... Yeah, there was some, like, things about the movie that were like, oh, well, we understand where this movie is gonna go. They're obviously gonna make... They're making a joke of, like, oh, this girl's being hunted down because she's gonna have the chosen one, just like Sarah did. And it turns out, twist, she was actually the one leading the Resistance.
I knew it
Like-
was going to be her the entire time.
Yeah, because of course it was. As soon as they mentioned that from Sarah, it was completely obvious. Like, if you didn't know before then, it was immediately obvious then.
Yeah.
You could also probably have predicted it by the fact that they sent a woman back to try to protect her, which was like, yeah, if they were going to totally reboot the whole franchise with that, they would have sent a guy back to get her pregnant. The fact they didn't do that pretty clearly showed they weren't going to do that. But, again, like, whatever. They had a cliche in the movie. Sure.
Yeah, and there was some CGI effects, so I was like, no.
Yeah. But, like, people were pissed off, like, oh, but Skynet was destroyed and it was replaced with an identical Skynet. Yeah. What's the difference between that and just fighting Skynet again? That's what you wanted. Like, is that not what you wanted out of a Terminator movie? That the heroes would be fighting Terminators? So what, you're pissed off they changed the names of the Terminators?
Yeah,
That's the only fucking difference between these two things.
It's just a different operating system that
Yeah,
they
it's
still
running,
built.
instead of running on Windows, it's running on Mac. Oh, who the fuck cares? It's still a computer. Like,
I mean,
I get.
I wasn't too...
Yeah.
I'll say this. I wasn't too fond about the name Legion.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's Legion because they are many. We get it. But, like...
Yeah, I got that.
The name is stupid. Yeah, there are bits of the movie that are stupid. But...
Otherwise, I thought it was... Like,
yeah.
But
The people were just pissed off. Oh, John died. And it's like, who the fuck cares?
like that's something
Who cared that John
fucking
Connor
happened.
died? He was never the character people cared about. They cared about Sarah Connor. Who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah. To me, plot-wise for this movie, it was fucking brilliant.
yeah, it's like the movie did what everyone was always saying was going to happen. They kill John, and nothing changes. Someone else becomes the leader of the resistance. The robots still lose. They still send people back in time to try to stop themselves from losing. But like that's what all these movies have been about. And I guess it's what people just either don't understand or don't care about. Like, the whole point of these movies is the robot apocalypse is inevitable. No matter what you do, no matter what you change, the robots will rise up and take over the world.
It's inevitable, but
It
you can...
is inevitable. You can delay it, but it will happen. You are delaying the inevitable. And the robots are also delaying the inevitable because they're trying to win a war that they cannot win. The humans are destined to win the war, and they can delay it as long as they want, but they're going to lose. So it's like, do you not understand that this entire series is about fighting the inevitability of death, basically? The inevitability that is, like, fate. That's all this series has been about. So yeah, congratulations. John died, and somebody else is now the leader of the resistance. Because you can't change the future, and you can't change the past. Honestly, that's the weird thing about the Terminator franchise, is you can change the past in the Terminator universe. You can't change the future.
No.
It always happens.
Yeah, so it's the
It's
opposite.
inevitable.
Yeah, here's one thing I will say about the movie that I don't think I said in the review. I was kind of disappointed a little bit in basically the new Sarah Connor.
Okay, my friend just posted something that I swear sounds like she's watching the stream right now. Because her post was, but that would require people and effort. Don't you know, machines are the way of the future. It's just like, what the fuck?
No, you see, she is a machine.
She is the machines.
I am the machine talking through the device. I can hear you and watch you.
Yeah, that would be greatly
That'd be
hilarious, and
meta.
I would be sad. But in all seriousness, though, like, yeah, it's like, again, like, sure, whatever. I get that people weren't happy that John died. I get that they weren't happy that, like,
my heart stopped when he died in that fucking cutscene.
yeah, but you know what? It was fucking new. You know, out of everything that I predicted going into that movie, like, I wasn't really thinking about what was going to happen. But I was like, I had an expectation of, it's going to be another Terminator movie. It's going to be like all the other Terminator movies, except it's not going to have the stupid, shitty John Connor's evil plot from the last one that they're canceling out because it was so fucking bad they had to reboot the damn franchise. So it's like,
yeah, they tried rebooting.
yeah, they rebooted the franchise back to 2. The one that everyone considers the best movie. And they said, okay, we're just going to pretend those others didn't happen. We're going to start again at 3. Unlike Valve, we can count to 3. We're starting at 3. We're moving on.
Well, they tried to do away with Salvation and
Yeah.
Genesis.
Yeah.
I still don't like Genesis. Trust me, guys, I agree with everyone. I did not like John Connor being evil.
Yeah. So, you don't
But
want him
I
evil? Fine. Now
understood-
he's dead.
But I understood why.
Yeah. But anyways, but no, like,
I mean, I thought it was a cool concept of
Yeah.
John being evil, but
Whatever.
I'm like, this would have never happened.
no. Yeah, so, but anyways, yeah, it's like, but anyways. So the point was, I went into that movie with not a lot of, idea of what was going to happen. It was probably just going to be another Terminator movie. They were going to fight the Terminators. They were going to beat the Terminators. Whatever.
Yeah.
But now Sarah Connor's back. So, that's cool, I guess.
She was
Yeah. So, none of that movie was really going to surprise me. John dying in the first few minutes fucking surprised me. That was a shock. That was not expected.
Yeah, like,
You know, that came out of goddamn nowhere, and I was like, wow, I was just surprised by a Terminator movie. They did something that I couldn't have possibly expected them to do. And it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It just was a shock. Like, wow, they killed off an important character.
And he's gone.
Like,
yeah, like, Dark Fate absolutely deserves to be our T3.
yeah, it was a fine movie.
Oh yeah, they retcon T3,
Yes.
Salvation, and Genesis.
Honestly, I didn't mind T3. What was people's anger with T3? Was it the Terminatrix or whatever her name was? Was that their problem?
The anti-Terminator.
Yeah, that like, oh, she's too sexy to be a Terminator.
She's programmed to kill Terminators.
Like, I think it was actually just Sarah Connor was dead, honestly. I think that was most people's problem. Sarah Connor's dead, and there's this weird, hot, sexy Terminator, and they're not comfortable with it because...
I don't think they ever said she was dead.
No, they did.
They did?
They explicitly said that she died, and that that she willed something to John, and they literally were like, they went to her coffin and opened it up, and it was full of guns, and they're like, what, do you think that she was just gonna go out, like, with a heart attack? You think that she went out and had some, like, simple burial in a fucking church? Like, they implied that she, like, died killing the Terminators or something, and, like, she wasn't buried. What was buried was her weapons, the things that would actually be useful.
Yeah.
Like, her body doesn't matter. The guns matter.
I remember watching T3. I remember not liking it as much as 1 and 2, but I still didn't mind it. It wasn't...
Yeah. And let's say it this way. Dark Fate's the same. It's like, it's not as good as 2, but it's a good movie.
Way, way fucking better than 3, though.
Yeah, it was good. It's whatever. Just...
Yeah,
I think people are just like...
the only thing I can say about... Yeah.
It's the problem with... It's the Star Wars problem again. It's just, no one... Like, I was talking with my friends about this the other day. So, we were talking about the fact that... So, the original trilogy came out, right? And people loved those movies. Then the prequel trilogy came out. And people started out for the first one. They loved the first one. Because they were like, oh, it's a Star Wars movie. It must be great. We're going to love it. Then the second one came out. And they were like, wait a minute. This might not be good. And by the third one, everyone agreed this was a 100% failure. This entire trilogy, absolute dog shit. No one should ever like them. They are the worst things that ever happened. And it wasn't because they were that bad. It was because Star Wars was the big franchise. So the movies had to either be the best thing in the world or literally the worst thing in the world. They either had to be a huge success or an epic failure. They could not be okay. People could not conceive of a universe where Star Wars was okay.
Yeah, I've watched every movie.
Yeah.
And the only movies the only movies I'd say didn't go as well as some of the newer ones.
Yeah. So, but here was the thing we were talking about. So, we grew up in the prequel trilogy era. I watched the prequel trilogy. I loved the prequel trilogy. I don't think Jar Jar is that bad. They are good movies. They are not the worst movies in the universe. They are not the greatest movies in the universe.
The funny thing is,
They are good movies, though.
Yeah, funny thing is, I didn't start out watching the prequels.
Yeah.
I started out watching, the other three.
Yeah, you watched the original trilogy.
Yeah, I watched the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Then I watched the prequels.
Yeah, but I'm saying you grew up in the prequel era. The prequels had been out. You watched them and didn't have that, these have to be the greatest things in the universe behind you. So you watched them and you're just like, they're fine. They're good movies. Whatever.
I thought all of them were great.
Yeah, they're good movies. They're fine. They're good movies. What do you want? We live in the era of the sequel trilogies, where the sequel trilogies were the worst things ever. Disney should never have had their hands on the franchise. Like, either Ryan or Abrams should have had the entire franchise in the whole time, and all the movies are garbage. However, And here's the thing that should depress literally everyone on the planet. There will come a time when children and people of, like, our age, 10, 20, like, 10s, 20s, will say the sequel trilogies are not that bad. They're okay. They're good movies. That will happen.
Yeah.
One day, your kids will say the sequel trilogies were good movies.
Yeah, here's the thing.
You will hear that.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy, I loved Force Awakens. I loved that.
Yeah, it
That
was
one
literally
was
just them
great.
redoing A New Hope again and saying, yes, we can make a Star Wars movie. It was good.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
The sequel, as Nostalgia Critic put it, it was amazing until it kind of sucked.
Yeah, well, yeah, here's the fundamental problem with it. It's kind of hard to have a successful franchise when you give it to a different director and that director says, fuck all this plot progression shit. Let's throw all that out and start with a completely different story. How can you have character development when literally there's no connection between the two movies?
Yeah. And then
the third movie throws the second movie out and just says, fuck that shit. That was completely garbage. Let's do it right.
Yeah.
And there was no way it was going to succeed. It had no build-up. What could they have possibly done with it?
Yeah, for the third movie, if the second movie would have done better, the third movie probably would have been a lot better.
Like, here's the thing. I do believe that Abrams did not plan Palpatine to be the villain. I think that if we had had an Abrams trilogy where he made all three movies, Palpatine would not have been the villain. I think he added that because he knew that's the only way people would like the third movie. The only way that they could possibly salvage the third movie, because of all the shit that happened in the second movie, where throughout every plot progression, the only way they could do it was bring Palpatine in and make people have to root for the heroes because they have the literal galactic threat. The only thing they could do.
I will say this about the third movie. I didn't like it as much as Force Awakens, but I still found it okay.
Yeah, it was a fine movie.
Yeah. So, the sequel trilogy, guys, the only one I really hated was the second movie because I was disappointed with the outcome.
My friend brought up a good point to these movies, and I think that this is a critical point. One of the things that the reason he hates the sequel trilogy outright is because Disney killed Admiral Akbar.
I did hate that too.
And
like,
here's the problem.
He didn't even go out like in a cool way.
Exactly.
Or something.
Just let me ask you a fundamental question. How did Admiral Akbar die? Does anyone except me and younger bro know the answer to that? The answer is you probably don't, because Disney only gave one line in the movie to say he died off screen. Not only did they do that, Admiral Akbar's voice actors, both of them, who had voiced the character, didn't know it was happening, and both of them said they had no fucking idea why Disney would do that. Not only did they do that, but they literally had a better way to kill him in the movie. Because they could have just completely thrown out that fucking woman character who took over and replaced it with Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap!
Yeah! The fucking how it should have ended.
Yeah.
Like, did a better fucking job of killing him. Because literally, if you just took that character out and replaced them with Akbar, you could still have, what's his name?
No.
Poe. You could have still had Poe not trust him.
Yeah.
You could have still had the entire same plot. And you could have still killed him.
No, we just wanted to see Ellie Sattler die.
Yeah, it's just like, they could have literally just done that.
Because that's what depresses me the most.
Yeah.
It's Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but it's just like, but why the fuck was she there?
Contributes nothing to the movie.
Why was she there?
Like, we know nothing about this character.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you replace the entire thing with Admiral Akbar, the audience
Beautiful.
immediately understand. The audience immediately gains an understanding of both characters. They both trust Admiral Akbar because they know who he is and know that Admiral Akbar has probably got a plan. It gives more credence to that whole bullshit of there was a spy that Disney retconned in to try to explain why the fucking woman wouldn't tell Poe what the fuck she was doing. And it also makes you understand better.
Yeah, I hated the whole,
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. And it
Because
also...
Nostalgia Critic made a joke about that she's being like a mom, trying to punish her kids.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't trust... Yeah, you're being a bad boy, so I'm not gonna tell you. It's like, they could have better done the plot as Admiral Akbar is not going to, tell Poe because, yeah, there's a spy on the ship. That's how they're tracking us. It's all they'd have to do is have him say that. And the entire plot would make more sense. You, the audience, would understand why Admiral Akbar is not fucking telling people. And you would completely empathize with Poe, who is angry about not being told. And you wouldn't make anyone mad. You would have an understanding of both characters. And also, you could still end it with, Admiral Akbar going out and killing himself to get these people off their back. And you could end it how it should have ended people did it. Yeah. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
It's such
Yeah.
fucking beautiful. Oh. God, I loved every second of the how it should have ended.
Great how it should have ended. Just fucking beautiful.
I freaking bow to it.
Also, actual question. What the fuck was with that scene in the second movie that they never brought back up?
Which one?
The one with the kid who had force powers at the end, and they never explained that? What the fuck was with that?
That was just so you say, there's totally gonna be more Jedi, or...
Yeah, but they just never did anything with it. It just did nothing.
Like third movie.
Yeah, again.
Well, that's because...
The third movie...
They just tried to ignore everything.
Yeah, of course they did. Because why the... That was the most interesting thing of, why the fuck didn't you explain that one kid?
Yeah, also, The Last Jedi, really? Do you really think... Because here's the thing, guys. There's always going to be a Force-sensitive being. Like, you can't kill off an entire race.
Well, here's the problem, is that they can say it's The Last Jedi and not be the last Force-sensitive. Jedi, like, the Force is not the Jedi.
No.
The Jedi are a faction that use the Force, in the same way that the Sith are a faction. They're not even good and evil. The Jedi are not good. The Sith are not evil. Well, you could argue the Sith are evil, but, like, they're not... They're
not nice
It's not
guys.
a light versus darkness thing. The Sith are all the evil parts of the Force, and the Jedi are all the light parts of the Force. That's not how the Force works. The Jedi are just our faction. Yeah, the Sith are just a faction that use the...
Dark side.
the Force. Not even the dark side. Just throw out the concept of light side and dark side of the Force. That's not a real thing. Throw that out.
Because we've seen Sith work with Jedi before.
The Sith are a faction that use the Force for their own ends. And their ends are they believe in having an empire that Force-sensitive people control, and that there are no non-Force-sensitive people, or that are enslaved by the Force-sensitive people. They believe in blood purity to the exclusion of all else. They are literally terrible people. But that's what they use the Force for. A faction of, like, creating an empire that they control. The Jedi are a faction that use the Force to their own ends. And their ends are destroying the Sith.
That's
Trying
about
to
it.
maintain peace in the galaxy as best they can.
Which is...
And also kidnapping kids while they're young so they can have no emotional attachments to their, family because they don't believe emotions matter.
That's the only bad thing about being a Jedi.
Well, yeah. But, yeah. There are other non-Jedi and non-Sith factions that use the Force.
It's just Jedi and Sith are the two big ones because they're constantly at war
Yes.
with each other.
Hello, Void. How are you doing?
Hey, Void. We're talking about Star Wars.
By the way, I haven't actually ran an ad. Like, it's been an hour and a half, and I never ran that ad.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, but...
Wait, what the fuck? Jedi believe in emotion.
Ha ha ha. Well, they don't believe in, what is it, love? Only?
Yeah, it's love. It specifically is emotion, though. Jedi don't believe in emotional attachments. They believe that you should have no emotional attachments with anyone.
That's why they
Because they
take
believe
you
that
when you're young.
they believe that having relationships with people cause you to
Turn to the dark side.
yeah. Love turns to hate, hate turns to suffering, or whatever. They can have love but not attachment. Yeah, but the problem is that
Love is an attachment.
yeah, love is an attachment. Like, here's the problem. Here's the problem, Void. It's
another Darth Vader situation, sort of.
yeah. The weird thing is that this changes throughout the Jedi canon.
I know, but
It's like this. It depends on what games, what movies, and what books you're reading.
I'm going off of the movies because, well, movies and the Clone Wars TV show.
Yeah. You're thinking of Kamindi Mundi, who is a fucking sociopath. Yeah. But no, the Jedi are not the best people, though. Like, that's, again, the Jedi are not necessarily good. The Sith are not necessarily evil.
But Jedis are inherently usually better people than the Sith.
Sort of.
From what we've
seen. The best way to describe it is this. The Jedi are the side of the Force that we view as the heroes. They are the ones that the movies depict in a positive light, and we are placed on their side. We don't get to see the evils of the Jedi because we place them in the protagonist.
Let's have a Star Wars Sith movie. How about we do the one about Darth Revan?
Sith can fuck. They pretty good.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, both of them are fucked. But again, they're also not even the only Force-sensitive forces, is the point. There are other Force-sensitive, groups.
Yeah, the funniest thing is, I was actually going to write a Star Wars fanfic that basically surrounds the story about a Sith who uses the dark side, in quotes, for, peace in the galaxy or whatever.
You would probably like the Old Republic.
I know, I played it.
Or, sorry, Knights of the Old Republic.
I played it. I played both.
Okay, so I think it's Knights of the Old Republic. Whichever one. No, actually it is the Old Republic. Because the thing in... Yeah, the Grey Jedi. Yeah. The thing in those games is you can play a Sith that uses the light side.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, basically the whole premise of this fanfic was originally, this was a Sith-born character.
Yeah.
He was born into the dark side of the Force. He did bad things, and he actually eventually became Emperor.
Yeah.
Well, then he got tired of being Emperor because he saw this as meaningless. He didn't...
Congratulations, you've written an anarchist. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, he saw as ruling over people with an iron fist and like killing them as basically wasteful, like President Snow from Hunger Games. So what he does is he gives the title of Emperor to his best friend, and he just leaves.
I just gone.
And while he's gone, the original Sith and the original Jedi pretty much kill each other off. And then they become the factions we know and love today.
Yeah, well, love is a strong word.
Well,
but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it happened, right? The original Jedi and the Sith weren't really called Jedi and Sith, were they?
Sort of. I'm gonna look up here. I'm gonna look up the actual lore on the Jedi.
I just don't remember it too much, but this was a long time ago, and I haven't written the fanfic at all. I need to. Like, I want to write a Star Wars fanfic. I want to write a Pokemon fanfic, Hunger Games fanfic. I got a bunch I would like to start writing if I could find the fucking time. Like, guys, I'm not going to have time to work on any of my quotive stories until I'm done with college. That is the sole fact.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jedi Order. This one is let me switch to canon. Right now I'm in Legends.
Oh, by the way, I did make my quotive connected to our channel, so that is officially connected to our channel now.
Uh-huh. Oh, right, I forgot canon. Right, this is weird.
My fanfic was about the... My fanfic is just Red 2.0, where instead of completing the normal decks, he's completing the shiny decks.
Yeah.
Like a trainer who just exclusively catches shiny Pokemon. Like, that was the fanfic I was going to write, and I was going to have it start out in Sword and Shield, but that could change, because I kind of wanted to base it off of the current region, and that seems it's going to be Diamond and Pearl, so I could start in Diamond and Pearl, but I think I'm just going to start it out in the newest region, or maybe I'll start from Kanto. I don't know. I have to figure out a way I want to start that. But,
Here we go, hold on. Found it.
He exclusively uses shiny Pokemon, but, he has caught all known normal Pokemon, including legendaries and mythicals.
Here we go. The Prime Jedi.
Like, he's the trainer. Like, he's basically on that road to being the best like no one ever was. He's going to take that title from Ash, but I don't think I will ever directly, like, say that. I'm definitely the better than best that no one ever was. I'll never say something like that in, like, one of my fanfics. But that's what I want to do. And then, my Hunger Games fanfic, I was gonna do, like, I don't know, the 24th Hunger Games. I thought about doing the first Hunger Games, but the problem is I haven't read the songs of... What's the new Hunger Games book again that I can't remember?
Songs of Earth and Fire.
Yeah, that one. I don't know which Hunger Games that is.
Yeah, sure.
Or if it's even a Hunger Games book.
It is, sort of.
Well, I know it is a Hunger Games book. The problem is, I don't know if it's after Mockingjay or before Mockingjay.
It's before Hunger Games.
So what, 73rd?
Like,
Hunger
it's,
Games?
yeah, it is before Katniss was born, I think.
So it's like one of the first or something?
Yeah, it's way old. Just, I won't go into any further, but it's way old.
Do you think they'll make a movie off of it?
No. But it's way old. Okay, I cannot confirm if this is actually... What the fuck is Shaniverse?
Yeah, I swear the author... I swear Susan Collins wrote that book, so that
Pretty sure this
book
that
can
one's
get a
not
movie
real.
off of it, too.
Okay, apparently this has some crossover with... Transformers, so not real.
What?
I'm literally trying to find any information on this damn guy. All that I keep finding is the Prime Jedi existed. That's it. That he was a person, he was force sensitive, he founded the Jedi Order. That's it. That's the only information that exists on the Prime Jedi, the original Jedi. That's it.
Interesting.
The Sith were a faction of Jedi.
Yeah, they were the Dark Jedi. Right, that's
Yes.
how I was going to write it.
Well, yeah, that's canon. The Sith were Jedi that decided to
Okay,
go after the
that's
dark
the one
side
I
of the
didn't
Force.
remember. I knew that the
Yeah.
original Sith were the Dark Jedi.
But yeah, I can literally not find any lore on this damn... Like, even Legends. I can't find any Legends material on this damn guy. Let me try to click Legends and see if I can get it to say anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do Star Wars Old Republic as a movie.
I'm waiting on it. They might as well. Like, if they wanna introduce people, if they wanna actually get people psyched, they probably need to. That'd do it.
Yeah, we need to get the prequel movies.
Go to Legends. Here we go. Let's do the Legends portion of this. So this is this is the non-canon, sort of canon stuff. Jedi Order.
Right.
Great Sith War, blah, 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 blah. History of the Jedi Order. Da-da-da. True origin, Tython. Philosophers, scientists, priests, and warriors were brought to Tython by some weird ships to discuss their discoveries involving the Force. So basically, a large group of people got together and started, like, talking about what the Force was, and they became the Jedi.
That's interesting.
That's basically the Legends version of the Prime Jedi. There's just a bunch of people who got... Basically, it was the church at Nicaea. For anyone who's, like, understands Christian lore. Like,
Okay.
the Nicene church was the one who founded the like, what Christianity was.
Right.
It's basically that. Which is hilarious because the first fucking thing that's appearing on this damn wiki is a scrolling thing that's the history of fucking Christianity. Which I did not see till after
You just said that.
I talked about that. So,
Oh, that is hilarious.
that is... Thanks, Wikipedia.
So, Jedis are the Christians and the Siths are the Satanists.
Sure. I mean, it is supposed to be a space opera. Remember, Star Wars is not sci-fi.
You know, feels like it.
Yeah, well, it is now. It's sci-fi now. You have to remember that sci-fi didn't exist when Star Wars was a thing. That wasn't a concept.
It was supposed to be a space opera.
That is literally what the first 3 movies were called by George Lucas. They are called a space opera. Now, how it's an opera when they don't sing every single goddamn line, I have no idea. But I'm not George Lucas.
Maybe because of how lengthy the movies are.
Doesn't matter. Operas are usually like 4 hours long.
Yeah, what he cap out at 3?
I don't know. Point is, like, it's not an opera. They're not singing.
Oh, this is the non-operatic section.
The non-operatic section in an opera?
Yeah.
That's not how any of this works.
DDP is playing Miitopia. Can I join you, please? I want to play some Miitopia.
Good job, and good luck, DDP.
The only reason I didn't stream it the day it came out is because... Did I do another game?
You were doing a lot of other things. You're still doing a lot of other things.
And also because of shiny hunting. Guys, we're almost done.
One day soon.
Just as soon as, like, guys, this hunt might as well be just as bad as Goldeen.
Yeah.
Not even kidding. I looked up this hunt and it seems like same kind of odds that it is with Goldeen.
Gotcha. It'll be a while then. But yeah, anyways, so, yeah. I think that's mostly all I was going to say about Star Wars, because, yeah, there's, yeah. I don't know, because what are the one fucking group I never remember the name of? The Night Sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're effectively Force users, even though it's magic or whatever they claim.
Yeah,
Literally, Star Wars can't make up their fucking mind on if they're actually Force users or if they're using magic. Like, actual, literal magic. I'm still just gonna say it's the Force. Because there's no fucking reason not to be the Force.
Yeah, the Night Sisters is a different faction than the Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of different factions that use the Force in a different way. But none of them are Stormtroopers. I still love the fact that they canonically explained why the Stormtroopers are better in the prequels. With, yeah, they killed Jango Fett in the prequels, so they couldn't keep cloning him from his cells, so they had to clone clones, and they just became more and more stupid. And they just got worse. And then in the new movies, they actually stopped using Jango Fett and just started actually kidnapping people because they were like, yeah, we just can't keep cloning them, they're shit. We're just gonna get real people again. What I don't understand is, why didn't they just clone somebody else? Why did it have to be Jango Fett?
I guess there wasn't anybody as good as Jango
There's
Fett.
no other people that can use a fucking gun! Like, it's...
There's gotta be a bounty hunter.
By the way, there are real guns in the Star Wars universe.
Like, not blaster
Yes,
guns?
there are real bullet guns in the Star Wars universe.
Really?
They are just considered inefficient. Because literally a lightsaber can just cut them in fucking half. Like, they can just literally cut the damn bullets in half. So it's like, what's the point?
But I mean, a lightsaber can still deflect the laser.
Yeah, so what's the point? Again, I don't understand it either. But yeah, canonically, there are actual bullet-based guns in Star Wars.
Do you know why Jedi don't use blasters?
They're a crude and efficient weapon.
Yeah.
Like...
And I
it's
just
literally
find that,
pride.
I find that hilarious when, have you seen Rebels?
No, never saw it.
Do you plan to see it?
Probably. I'm sure we'll put it on our show list after the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that is canon.
Yeah, it is canon.
Yeah, so in Star Wars Rebels, the main character, the blue-haired guy.
Sure.
His lightsaber is a blaster.
Yeah. Because, like, why the... It's like, look, you gotta understand that, again, a lot of the stuff that the Jedi do is not done because, like, it's not necessarily done because it's the right thing to do. It's done because that's tradition. Not using blasters is a tradition. Where they're like, we don't use blasters because those are crude and inefficient. We'll use a lightsaber. But it's just like, there's no reason not to. They just don't.
Yeah.
In the same reason that there's no reason not to have emotional attachments. They just don't.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the reason why he had to make it from the holster of a blaster was because there was no other parts to make his lightsaber with.
Yeah.
So, his lightsaber, it's actually pretty... it's a clever tool.
Yeah.
Because not only can you use it as a lightsaber, but you can quick switch it to be a blaster and catch your enemy off guard.
Yeah. Since we didn't run the ad, by the way, guys, I'm going to run the ad now. And, I'll make it twice as long as normal.
Yeah.
So that way we'll have the same amount of ad. So we'll see you in 2 minutes.
But yeah, so the main character's lightsaber is a genius weapon.
Yeah.
Because not only is it melee, it's also ranged.
Gotcha.
So I really liked his lightsaber. And as far as we're aware, that is the only lightsaber that's ever been constructed out of a gun.
Yeah.
No, the movie I'm interested in, if they make a Star Wars movie, is the one about the Mandalorian Jedi with the black lightsaber.
Hey, well, isn't that literally just Jango Fett?
Jango Fett's not a Jedi.
Sorry, Boba Fett. Sorry.
Boba Fett's not a Jedi.
Yeah, but they literally had him use lightsabers. He's literally dueled Darth Vader with lightsabers.
Out of the Jedi, he's killed.
Yes.
Jango Fett.
Boba Fett.
Sorry. Boba
We're
Fett.
both doing it.
Boba Fett knows how to use a lightsaber, but he is not a Jedi.
Yes.
I want to see a movie about the original Mandalorian Jedi, the only one.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, that was the... Well, I don't know if the original Mandalorian Jedi is the only one anymore, because in Rebels, the Mandalorian in that show inherits the black lightsaber at some point. I don't even know when the hell she gets it.
I don't know, but yeah.
But it looks like she's being trained how to use it, so maybe she'll become a Jedi Mandalorian at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. But no, yeah. By the way, I haven't played all of the Old Republic. What the fuck is that one faction that came out of nowhere space and it's like...
What faction?
Literally in the Old Republic. Like, the actual MMO game. There's literally like a fucking, third faction that comes out of fucking nowhere in one of the expansions. That the Jedi and Sith have to team up.
I didn't play any of the expansions. I don't know about it.
Yeah, there's, some faction that comes out of nowhere space that the Jedi and Sith have to team up to face because they're literally invading the galaxy or some shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have literally no idea what they were. I just remember they exist. In fact, I'll look that up too. Why not? The Old Republic.
Wait, is it the faction with the leader wearing a white general uniform?
I don't remember anymore. I'll just look up third faction, see what appears up.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played Old Republic. But yeah, I never bought any of the expansions yet.
Yeah, I literally don't remember. I just remember that happening.
I mean, I find that interesting.
I'm just gonna look up the Old Republic expansions and see what... Because I literally just don't remember what it's about. Maybe it was Onslaught. I don't remember. Again, it's also possible I'm just fucking wrong and that never happened. 'Cause that happens sometimes. But I'm just like, I remember this happening. It never happened.
I mean, I know there is a faction where the main villain is taking, like, his sons and making them into something they're not. He basically sees potential in Force users and forces them to dabble in the dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
Like, I know that. All I know about the leader I'm talking about is if he dies, he comes back again reincarnated with all of his memories or something.
Yeah.
Staryu, get out the fucking way.
I'll just look up the actual website for this game. Would like to not watch this trailer. I don't mind the ringer existing, but just like don't play any audio, please. I think I might have found it. Hold on.
Older bro has the wiki on Old Republic up.
I'm trying to get to damn load. Yeah, literally, it's a... Basically, it's the plot from the third movie. There is literally a third faction that comes out with an eternal empire, like an eternal empire that you have to face down, and you can fight them as the Jedi or the Sith. There's this third fucking faction that appears out of nowhere that to invade the fucking like universe. And he's like literally apparently a veteran of the Great Galactic War, who's just not died.
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about.
Yeah, that guy. So, but like, yeah, he just leads this random third faction that's not Jedi, not Sith. He's just coming out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, you know why he didn't die?
Yeah.
Because he gets reincarnated. He can reincarnate himself.
Exactly. That's why it's the Eternal Empire, because he can't die.
And suddenly the stars align.
It's written in the stars.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna look up the Old Republic and see if... I don't even know if the game is still, like...
Playable?
It's not that it's not still playable. I don't know if they're still making it. Like, I think it might be done.
Like, expansion-wise?
Yeah, I think it might just actually be done. It might be completely dead, too. I don't know.
Well, I know people are still playing it. Like, I played in, like, 3 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago I was playing it. On my shitty laptop, I know.
Yeah.
But, at least I was still able to play it.
Yeah, so it's 300 years after Knights of the Old Republic. And more than 3,600 years before the films.
Yeah, I've played Knights and Old Republic.
So they moved, the Jedi moved from Coruscant to Typhon. Back to their home planet.
That Knights or Old Republic?
Old.
Yeah,
And the Sith control Korriban.
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, I think I'm thinking of Knights. It starts you out on a ship, and I can't even figure out how to get past that tutorial.
Also, actually, here's an important question. So, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, so in the movies, and this is also canon to, like, all the other media, the Jedi have, the Jedi Council, and when you're on that council, you are a master. Did you know there's a Grand Master who is the actual leader of the Jedi?
Yeah, and that was Mace Windu, right?
Yeah, I don't think they ever tell you. I don't think the movies or anything has ever said which, if Yoda or Mace Windu was the actual Grand Master. They just never mention it. But yeah, there is a Grand Master of the Jedi who is the actual, like, in charge of the whole council and all Jedi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Mace Windu.
Yeah, it's like...
I bet you it was this. Yoda was the original, but he got too old to keep being the Grand Jedi or whatever, and so Mace Windu took over.
Yeah.
Like, Yoda passed that title on to Mace Windu, because he was younger and more well-built.
Yep.
Do you think they'll have a Mace Windu movie? Oh, please.
Could.
No, he's gonna be a Disney Plus series, let's be honest.
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, I know they're about to do Kenobi soon. And guys, we don't want that. We want the goddamn movie. Why you won't make the movie is beyond us. Oh, you see, we want people to use Disney Plus more. Fuck you, give us a movie. I will pay for a movie more than I will pay for Disney Plus. And guys, the only reason I would maybe watch Disney Plus is, yeah, for their Star Wars shit and Marvel stuff. That's the only two reasons right now.
Yeah.
The only reason I'd maybe pay for Netflix would be for Camp Cretaceous, Jurassic World. But I can just watch that on Kim Cartoon. I can. I haven't had time to watch it yet, guys, so yeah. I will. I'm interested in the Scorpius Rex that they have going. Yeah, a new hybrid. I thought they were done with the hybrids, honestly.
Yeah.
The directors and writers of Jurassic World said they were done with the hybrids for the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So why is Scorpius Rex in Camp Cretaceous?
I don't know.
I don't even know what the hell it is. I only know its name. I know it's in Jurassic World Alive as well. Now, will they have an evolution too?
Yeah. Again, the really interesting thing is that there's, again, let me just make sure of this. Because I think they announced this officially. Apparently so didn't we hear about, I swore I announced this, but didn't we hear about they're making a KOTOR 3?
What?
Knights of the Old Republic 3.
Yeah, I know that they were going to do a third game or something.
Yeah, but it's not being developed by EA or
No.
BioWare. It's being developed by a completely different company. They've just not announced it.
Yeah.
And that was this year that announcement happened. So
Yeah.
I don't think they announced it at E3.
No, they didn't.
So I think it's still alpha, unless they canceled it. But, yeah. So yeah, there's a Ubisoft Star Wars game happening, which is gonna play exactly like Assassin's Creed and like Far Cry because it's Ubisoft and they only know how to make one game.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. There's a new KOTOR game coming out, and there's still the Old Republic. Like, just play just play the Old Republic.
Yeah, I'm still sour about how no one's still watching our playthrough of Fallen Order.
Nope.
Like, that was a really good
It was a good game. It was a very good game.
Like, not even... Like, Fallen Order is absolutely one of the best Star Wars games out there.
Yeah.
Fallen Order, Force Unleashed 1 and 2. 3 best games, right there.
Yeah.
And I played all of them. Oh, by the way, I was also wondering if you would fix the thumbnails for Force Unleashed.
Gonna have to be more specific.
Well, I know for the last thumbnail for Force Unleashed 1, finale is over the character's face, kind of.
I'll see what I can do.
Plus, you were going to take finale out of
Yeah.
all of those, right?
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. It looks like there's still in-game events happening.
Like new events.
I don't know if it's new events, but there are still events in game happening that are happening like there was an update to the game in 2018.
Well, that's interesting.
So it's not been that long ago that they stopped like updating it if they did. The game is free to play, by the way.
But the expansions you have to buy.
No. It's free to play.
Huh?
The whole game is free to play.
I thought you had to buy the expansions.
Why would you have to buy the expansions? They just update the base game.
I'm pretty sure it has DLC. Like the
You can
expansions.
buy shit in the game. It's literally free to play. It's like a slog to play, or to get stronger in the game, and you can pay to like. It's literally just like it's a free to play game. What part of this are you not understanding?
I swear some of the story mode you have to buy.
No.
Like the expansion or
No.
whatever. I swear it.
No. It's all it's free to play.
Are we talking about Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic?
The Old Republic. Like, here, I'm on their store right now. Okay. This is unclear. It's literally not clear because I'm not... So here's the thing. On the store, it doesn't show any ability to buy the expansions. You can buy in-game currency. But that's it. But...
I swear every time I loaded the game, it's like, buy the expansion.
Yeah, but, well, here's the thing. On the store, which shows all the things you can buy, it doesn't list being able to buy the expansions. However, it says, get premium, like new expansions are free for premium users. But it doesn't, there's nowhere to buy the expansions if you're not premium. So I'm like, well, is it free or is it not free? You can't, like, you can't say it's free to premium users, but also not cost anything to non-premium users, because that's, what?
Yeah, that's what I kept saying every time I logged into the game.
Star Wars... Or, sorry, the Old Republic. Expansions.
Free for premium users, but it's $100
Six
a pop.
expansions.
That's 6? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, they must have updated since last
As of
time.
2016, there were 6 expansions.
Yeah, they must have updated since last time, because last time I checked there was only 3. But
Yeah.
that was a long time ago.
Star Wars The Old Republic, how do I buy the expansions?
Get premium. You'll have to pay premium. You have to be platinum. Memoriam. Doggone it, didn't mean to run into the store, you. The Staryu of David. Yeah, why aren't you shiny? Why are you making me wait forever? I'd say I'd shiny hunt this off camera, guys, but I don't got time for it. I'm sorry. I have to get Staryu on camera.
So, okay. So, from my understanding, here's the weird thing about it. From the sounds of it, you get the expansions for free if you get the premium. Or the subscriber, whatever it's called. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, it's also not possible to get the expansions without being premium. It's not like you can buy them separately. You literally have to get premium to get the expansions. But once you get them, you have them forever. Even if you stop paying. So it's like you can get them, you can pay 1 month, get all the expansions, never pay again, and you keep all the expansions. You just don't get, like, you don't continue to earn certain premium currency or whatever in the game. And, like, boosted XP or whatever.
Oh, no.
But you still get the expansions or something. It's like, what the fuck? I'm so confused.
It's weird.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. It's like...
Yeah, as our next multiplayer game, we should play Knights Sorry, Old Republic.
Okay, here you go. The developers of the game have changed their business model, and you no longer have to buy each expansion individually, as of now, last year. The first 2 expansions are free to all players. You have the first 2 expansions.
Okay.
To unlock the other 4 expansions, all you have to do is subscribe once, and you will unlock all current and past expansions.
Cool. Still sucks, though.
Yeah, here you go. You'll only need to subscribe once for about $15, and you will automatically unlock all 3 later expansions permanently. You will lose some subscriber perks, but you retain access to the expansion stories you unlocked and the ability to level to max level on all your current and future characters.
Cool.
Subscribe once, you unlocked all current and past expansions. And you can just not buy it again. And that's it.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I'm fine with paying $15 once to get all the expansions. And, like, not getting the premium content that I don't want. That's fine. That's just how DLC works.
Kind of.
I mean, that literally is. Like,
Yeah.
if you buy the Pokemon
It's a-
expansion, you pay you pay the $30 fucking dollars, whatever, you get that expansion.
Yeah.
Like, they have perks if you continue to pay, but if you don't, you still get the whole expansion.
Yeah.
So it's like,
The only downside about the DLC is for Pokemon.
yeah,
Like Crown Tundra, I think did it right. Crown Tundra was long enough, but
I still don't think that
armor.
the Crown Tundra was enough to satisfy the
But it was still big.
Isle of Armor being not enough. But yeah.
But it was still bigger.
Yeah.
Crown Tundra.
Yes. But yeah, that's the thing, is I don't mind Pokemon doing that. Because again, I was gonna buy the 3rd version anyways. So the difference between that and this is nothing.
One less game on your shelf.
It's I don't have another physical game, but I still got it's just them being able to say, fuck it, we're not gonna develop the first 50% of the game again. It's like, it's time saving on their part. Whatever. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm surprised they just didn't do like a Platinum remake.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond are going to have Platinum aspects, but
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know.
what I'm interested in is, will they have RCS be catchable in the game?
Don't know. Probably
Well,
not.
probably not. They'll probably save that for the Pokemon game Arceus.
I don't think he'll be catchable on that, but
It's a game based around Arceus. How can you not? Like, that'd piss me off if you wouldn't be able to catch Arceus.
it's a story-based game. I don't think it's gonna, like, even if it was catchable, I don't think it'd be transferable. It's not a Pokemon game. Like, it's literally just, it's like Pokepark. It's a story-based game.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just saying, in that game, Arceus better be catchable.
yeah, I don't think it's about catching Arceus. I think the whole game is about just, yeah.
Why call it Arceus when you...
Because I think it's about Arceus, it's not... You don't go into Diamond and Pearl and say, I'm gonna go catch a diamond. Like, it's just the name of the game because it's about him. You're literally creating an entire map of the fucking region you're in. Like, I literally don't... I think it's like a mystery dungeon game. Except, I don't think you're going to be catching it. I don't think you're going to be catching that many Pokemon. It's a story-driven game.
Well, all of the Pokemon games are...
Well, yes, but not in the same way.
Here's how I think it's going to be. Literally, it's just going to be the wild area, but a game.
Probably.
Like, they literally took the ideas of the wild area and made a game surrounding about Arceus. About it.
For those... So here's the actual website for Diamond and Pearl, by the way. Take place in the Sinnoh region. Original story has been faithfully reproduced, and the sense of scale in the original towns and routes has been carefully preserved. Guys, we didn't care about that being preserved. In fact, you could have not preserved it, and we would have been happy. You could have just made the game bigger. That'd be fine. Nobody cared that it had to be faithfully reproduced. It was fine to not. People who've played Pokemon and Diamond and Pearl can revisit familiar places and relive familiar scenes once more. For those setting out through Sinnoh for the first time, plenty of new encounters and surprises await.
Yeah, I swear it's just going to be a direct port with different names.
These remakes include easy-to-understand, player-friendly conveniences of the modern Pokemon series. So stuff from the modern Pokemon games is going to be in this game. That's what we know. Plus up-close and personal Pokemon battle scenes. What the fuck's that mean? They're all the same battle scenes. What are you talking about? Like, what?
I think they're saying it's going to go from Chibi to, like, Sword and Shield kind of style when you're in the battle animations.
What?
We kind of see that in the trailer.
But that's what they look... They're just saying it's in... Like, it's the more, like, actually in-world and less the screen that they used to have in the old games. I guess that's what they're meaning. Like, it's a physical in-world battle, like, you know, Pokemon XD and Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's not the screen of, here's Pokemon. That's it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sure. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, what will disappoint me is if they don't have, like, platinum elements to these games.
Yeah.
Can't catch a Giratina. Oh, you know what they'd fucking do. They make these games, then have platinum be the DLC for these games.
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
How much you want to bet they're gonna do that? It would not surprise me in the slightest. I'd be very pissed off about it and be like, why? You could have just had platinum in there to begin with. Because we already have platinum, guys. Just take platinum and fuse a pearl and you have the same game.
I like how they're trying to make me choose, like, which starter you're going to use for Pokemon Arceus.
Yeah, isn't it Rowlet, Chimchar, and who else?
Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott.
Oh, right.
It's like Cyndaquil. Like, it's not even a question. Just...
I don't know.
Rowlet is...
It's Samurott versus Typhlosion.
Yeah, but, like, Rowlet's not even a choice. It's like, oh, it's Rowlet. No. No.
Maybe if it was like...
I like Doctor Who, and I don't fucking care enough about Matt Smith Owl to give a shit about it.
Maybe if it was Snivy.
Yeah. No. Snivy wouldn't do it either.
Why not? I like Snivy.
Snivy's okay, but, like, no. Snivy still wouldn't be good enough. I'm trying to think of a Pokemon, a grass-type Pokemon that would actually be good enough, actually. Probably Chikorita. But the problem is they wanted to do 3 different regions. So they would have had to do a different than Cyndaquil. You do Trico's fine.
Yeah, I like Trico.
Turtwig's okay. Trying to think the next one. Snivy.
Love Snivy.
What's the next one?
One after Snivy?
Yeah, 6.
That's Rowlet.
No, Rowlet's Alola. That's 7.
Right, X and Y.
Yeah.
Chespin.
No, Chespin.
No.
Yeah, so no to Chespin. Rowlet's decent. And then the new one, which is like, no. Like, it's okay, but no, it's still not gonna beat.
Yeah,
Rillaboom is still
Grookey.
not gonna.
Yeah.
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 Grookey,
For
the
Grookey, like, I didn't want Rillaboom. Like, I liked Grookey, but just its evolution.
Oshawott would be better if it had a third form that was on 2 feet. I might go with it then.
I fucking love Samurai.
Yeah.
Like, older bro will probably play with Cyndaquil, and guys, I'm probably gonna choose Oshawott.
Yeah, probably.
Because I actually do like Samurott more than Decidueye or Typhlosion.
Here's the weird thing about this game. So the game isn't clear what you're actually doing in the game. Like, here, I'm gonna read through what...
Well, we don't know anything about it yet. So
Well, I'm on the page for it. That's what I'm talking about. It's not available until January, by the way.
What, of next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The Pokemon Legends Arceus game honors past Pokemon games' core gameplay, while infusing new action and RPG elements. What the fuck does that mean? You need to catch, survey, and research wild Pokemon in a long-gone era of the Sinnoh region, and complete the region's first Pokedex. To catch Pokemon in Arceus, you can Arceus, you can observe them to learn their behavior, then carefully sneak up, aim your Pokeball, and let fly. So it's, I think, a first-person-esque game. Like, you're literally going to actually be throwing Pokeballs in-world.
So
like
you are a Pokemon researcher.
Yes. You can also have your ally Pokemon battle wild Pokemon that you hope to catch. Just throw the Pokeball holding your ally near a wild Pokemon. Again, this is like an actual Far Cry-style game, where you're literally in-world, literally holding the Pokeball and having to throw it. Like, it's not even this. It's like, you're literally having to manually throw the damn Pokeball.
Yeah.
And you'll seamlessly enter battle and command your Pokemon by choosing the moves it knows. Like, it literally shows, like... Yeah, this is weird. You're brought to the Sinnoh region before Pokemon trainers or having a league existed. Like, long ago. This is thousands of years ago.
Yeah, this is just the catching and researching of Pokemon.
Find Pokemon living wild in harsh environments. That make for a Sinnoh unlike the region you may remember.
So the first Pokédex was in Sinnoh, which is interesting.
Well, no. Not necessarily. This is the first Pokédex in Sinnoh. It's not necessarily the first Pokédex. It's this region's first Pokédex.
Do you think we'll travel between regions in Arceus?
No. It sounds like you're building the first ever Pokédex of Sinnoh.
Okay.
You were sent by another researcher.
Okay.
So, there are clearly other professors still. But I don't think we're ever going to go to another region. It's just we're in Sinnoh. As you start off your adventure to create the region's first Pokedex, you'll have these partners to choose from. Holding the key to this tale is the Pokemon known as Arceus. Or Arceus. Arceus is said to have shaped all there is in this world. Just how is this mighty Pokemon connected to your journey? And that's all we know. So, yeah, I have no idea if he'll be catchable or not. I don't know, because it's the first Pokédex, so they could literally just say that wasn't the thing you could do. So I just don't have an answer.
I'm wondering if Arceus is just gonna be like it's endless ocean kind of style where you observe the Pokemon, you register in the Dex, but you just have the availability to catch them too.
I don't know. There's also wild battles, but it's like, yeah, it's like what? There's also, again, there's stealth sections, basically, because you sneak up behind the Pokemon to observe them.
And
so
we know I'm great at that.
What? Yeah, I don't know what these games are going to be. I don't know what Diamond and Pearl remakes are going to be either, because they keep going on about how they're faithful reproductions. I'm just like, yeah, but they didn't need to be faithful. We could have had non-faithful. But like,
I don't want it to be like a straight direct port with all of it being the same, just it's all cheating.
What it sounds like it's going to be the same as Heart Gold Soul Silver. The thing is, Heart Gold Soul Silver was that. It was just a faithful port with Chibi. Like, there wasn't much different between Diamond and like Gold and Silver and Heart
But
Gold
it
Soul
was still
Silver.
8-bit.
Yeah.
They just added more colors and made it
but that's what I'm saying.
Design.
People are going on about like, oh, but I wish they would have added a lot more stuff to it. But it's like, but they didn't with Heart Gold Soul Silver. They didn't with Fire Red and Leaf Green. They rarely have done that. Oros was the first one they actually did that, where they added like Mega Pokemon, but that wasn't new either.
Well, Overworld.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That wasn't new either. The thing they've always done.
The sky. Like,
yeah.
section.
The thing they've always done in the games is they add in the stuff from that generation to the games. So it's like in Generation 3, when they redid Fire Red and Leaf Green, they included Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire in Fire Red and Leaf Green. You could get Gen 3 Pokemon in the game. And they had the not day-night cycle. Because it wasn't in the original games. Or in the Diamond and Pearl. Or Ruby and Sapphire. They literally just took all the features from Ruby and Sapphire and put them in Fire Red and Leaf Green, except for the contests. They didn't do that, but they had the Battle Frontier.
Yeah.
So it's just how they've always done it. In the Heart Gold Soul Silver, they took the stuff they had in Diamond and Pearl and brought it into Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like this is how they've always done it. They had literally a section in the game where they saw like you could get a level 1 of any of the legendaries from Diamond and Pearl. That's the hilarious thing, is you can get a level 1 Dialga and Palkia and Giratina.
What?
Yeah, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there was an event where Arceus gave you an egg of one of the 3 legendaries. He literally created for you a new legendary of Dialga, Palkia, or Giratina, and you could hatch it at level 1. So for all those things that are like level 1 of these 3 Pokemon, you can get those. That's a real fucking thing.
I missed out on that.
Because it was probably Japanese exclusive or some shit. I don't know. It was like... But like, yeah, that was a real event that happened.
Like,
You
I
just
got
get a
Heart
level
Gold
1.
and Soul Silver the day they came out.
Yeah. But no, like, yeah, that was a real event.
Oh, now I know why I probably missed it.
Yeah.
And why I missed all of the events
Yeah.
for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because I didn't get those games. Even though I bought them when they came out.
Yeah.
I didn't get them till Christmas.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It was
yeah,
either
anyways.
Christmas or my birthday.
Yeah. Well, remember, that also was... Heart Gold Soul Silver also came out on the DS, when they didn't really have the same kind of event system. Like, so...
Yeah, and plus I didn't really understand how events
Yeah,
work.
so it's also possible you missed it for other reasons. But yeah, so, like...
I don't think I even knew about events back then.
But anyways, getting back to it. So, when they redid Ruby and Sapphire finally, when they finally made Oros, like, they literally took the Mega stuff and Primal stuff from those games and put them in Ruby and Sapphire because they were in the games that were out at the time. So it's like, people are looking around like, oh, I hope it's not a faithful port. It's like, but they've always been a faithful port, except for the stuff they took from the old games. Like, that's how they've always done it. What are you expecting from them? Like, that's what they've always done. The only thing you're likely to get from this is maybe Dynamax Pokemon. You're gonna just get Diamond, or you're just gonna get Diamond and Pearl. They're gonna be the exact same games. They might include the stuff from Platinum, and it might have Dynamax Pokemon. That's it. That's what you're gonna get. If you expect more, why are you expecting more?
Like, when I first saw the trailer for the new Diamond and Pearl,
yeah,
I was expecting it to look like Sword and Shield. I wasn't exactly expecting chibi style.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I wasn't too on board with
that
the
is
chibi.
Probably the only thing they've actually changed. Because Fire Red and Leaf Green was in the same art style as those games. Heart Gold Soul Silver was in the same art style as Diamond and Pearl. Ruby and Sapphire was in the same art style as Alola. Sun and Moon. Yeah, this is one of the few ones where they didn't do that. But again, you have to remember, this wasn't made by Game Freak.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, that's the weird thing about this is, I'm basing my expectations on what Game Freak normally does. This isn't Game Freak. Like, the director from Game Freak is overseeing it, but it's otherwise not being made by Game Freak. So, we have no real context.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to really happen.
And from what we can see, the only thing that so far we know is different is they are doing a chibi art style. Like, that's it. That's all we know, is that they're doing, like, the chibi art style from... what games is this art style from, basically? It's basically, like... I mean, it literally just looks like, I guess, an up-resed version of, like, Diamond and Pearl. It literally just looks like they did
and
Diamond
I think
and Pearl,
that's
but
what
chibi.
worries me heavily. Like, people, including me, have asked for Diamond and Pearl remakes. I didn't mind... Well, okay, I didn't mind if they made a Diamond and Pearl remake.
Yeah, people wanted Diamond and Pearl remakes for a long time. That wasn't a question. They were gonna do it.
Yeah, I guess I was just worried that we were going to get them and they just be a direct port, and the only thing we get that is different is the graphics.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they've always done. The only differences they've ever done is sometimes they change the graphics, and sometimes they include the new mechanic of the day.
I'm just saying,
but they've
I wouldn't
always
call that...
just been an up. Like, that's
I'm
always
saying,
what they've been.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't.
Hello, Jubilee.
Hello. I'm just saying, I wouldn't call that a remake, and
right, but
I'd call that a direct port.
They've never called them remakes.
I know.
Game Freak has never called the Pokemon games remakes. They're not called Diamond and Pearl remake. They are called Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Yeah,
and the fan base has called them remakes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, those games, they're direct ports.
Yes.
But with different names, and I kind of hate that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They have always exclusively done that.
The only reason I think they do it is so you can tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, no. The reason they do it is because the older games are becoming harder and harder to get the Pokemon from. In the sense that, like, it's extremely... the amount of layers you have to go through to get Pokemon from original Diamond and Pearl is a pain in the ass.
I know.
So that's why they do it. They're like, it's been 10, 15 years since those games. We'll release them again, and you can get the Pokemon again.
I hope they don't do the same damn system where you're transferring up Pokemon.
It'll just be home. It'll just be connected to home.
I hope so. I really hope it's just a home connected.
Yeah, it is going to be. That's not even a question.
I don't want to go through that stupid shit.
That's why they did it. That's why these games exist. Because to transfer up requires a ludicrously arbitrary process.
Yeah, what was it? It was like some kind of
You have to go
It
from
was
Diamond
like in
and Pearl.
some room or
You
something.
have to go from Diamond and Pearl, and you have to go through an app that transfers it up to Black and White, and then you have to go through another app to transfer it up to the
At least Bank had it
bank,
right.
and then you have to go through Bank to transfer it up to Home.
Yeah, at least Bank got it right, though.
Yes.
Like, you could transfer between X and Y up to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Yes. You
But-
can transfer up.
Yeah, you can transfer up, but you can't backtrack with some of the games. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon, you're fine between all 4 of those games.
Yes, because they're the same generation.
Yeah.
Except the new Pokemon.
But if you're doing it with X and Y and ORS, it's only that
Yes. It's
section of games.
Yes. Yeah, it's a long process.
Yeah, I
That's,
know. I had to go through it
it's
several times.
It literally would probably take over 30 minutes to actually move all the Pokemon over.
Yeah, guys, I own every normal Pokemon in the game.
Well, in one of the games, didn't you have to do a catching process where you literally
Yeah,
had to go to
I'm pretty sure that was
the PAL Park?
I'm pretty sure that was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, it's like you had to go to the PAL Park and catch the Pokemon again. It's just like, are you serious?
I mean, that's kind of what you do with Pokemon
like,
Go
oh
in this
my
game.
God. Yes, and this is
And
just as annoying.
this is, but I'm pretty sure it's the same method. You lose Pokeballs in either method, right?
No. In the original games, you got 6 Park Balls, and they auto-caught. They were Master Balls.
Then why not have that in this game?
Yeah,
Why do
because,
we waste Pokeballs?
Because they're assholes!
Like, come on!
Why? Yeah, it's like,
Ugh.
at least in the old games, it was you just caught them, and there was it. It was...
Yeah, but in this game...
It was annoying, but it was 100% accurate. In this game, it's just catch them again.
Yeah, in this game, when you're transferring up Pokemon from Pokemon Go, and you go into the Go Park, if the Pokemon runs away from you, all the Pokeballs you wasted on it, gone.
Yeah, that you just have to
Any
catch them
Pokeballs
again.
you waste on those Pokemon in the Go Park is gone.
Yeah, it's...
But at least the Pokemon can't completely run away from you, like it doesn't leave the park.
Yeah, I guess, but...
But you're still wasting Pokemon.
That's why they made the Park Balls, specifically so
Like,
you didn't...
seriously.
Whatever. It's so stupid. But yeah,
But it was an instant catch in the original. I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
But I remember him being... I know one of the processes was very fucking annoying.
That was the one where you had to do the slingshot
Yes,
and the
the
Pokeballs
slingshot.
into the
That was
Pokemon.
That was the
And it's like,
transferring.
oh my god.
I'm pretty sure that one was...
we don't want a game mechanic
Johto.
to transfer the Pokemon.
That
Just
was
give us
Johto.
the Pokemon in a mystery gift.
Wait, was that Johto or Black and White? I don't remember.
That was Black and White.
Oh,
You had to transfer them up using the
fucking
slingshot mechanic.
Dude.
So stupid.
So fucking ridiculous. Oh. Like,
Makes me want to tear my hair out. Yeah, seriously.
yeah. If I had hair. Yeah, I got my hair buzzed.
Yeah.
It's gone. Got too long.
Yeah. I'm gonna get mine cut, but I'm gonna get it cut much longer than the last time when they didn't listen to my instructions.
Yeah, I had no idea, but Blue's hair, his hair gets incredibly long, like, as long as yours. I'm not even kidding, he looks like Travis Tritt.
It's pretty long.
With hairstyle.
That is pretty long. But no, yeah, that's... But no, so, yeah, that's all I'm saying, though, is that, like, outside, like, the only difference we've seen so far between the Diamond and Pearl remakes and all Game Freak's past remakes is that they didn't make it Sword and Shield's graphics. They just were like, we're gonna keep it closer to the old graphics. That's so far the only difference we've seen. So it's like, I guess that's my point, is that, like, if you're angry about this, I'm fine, but at that point, you should also hate Diamond and Pearl and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and
I'm
Fire Red and Leaf Green, because they're all the same.
Here's what I'm asking. It's like, why did they just do the chibi style? Like,
I think...
Why didn't they just go off of Sword and Shield's kind of style?
Well, probably a couple reasons. One...
What, easier to animate?
Yes, it's easier. And two, this isn't being made by Game Freak. So, I'm like, here's the thing. If Game Freak wasn't literally making their own separate game at the time, they probably would have made it in, Diamond or in Sword and Shield's graphics. But also,
is Arceus being made by Game Freak?
yes.
Okay.
And it seems to be in Sword and Shield's graphics, or similar enough. So, but here's the other thing, and this might surprise you. A lot of people actually hate Sword and Shield. They actually think it's the worst games in the series.
Why?
I'm not certain, but I've watched enough Picastri videos to know that he is aware of this. Where he's like, yeah, if you mention Sword and Shield, people will, and you have a large comment section, people will just immediately start complaining about how much they hate Sword and Shield. I'm not certain why. I just know that, okay, I know some of the reasons people don't like it, because the animation and stuff, but, and the fact that, the dex cut.
The dex cut?
Yeah,
but
I know a couple reasons why they don't like it.
Well, the dex cut happened in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
No, it didn't. You can put every single Pokemon into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah, but I didn't register in the dex.
Yeah, but that wasn't the problem. It's not about whether or not the Pokedex registers the Pokemon. People want to be able to play with the Pokemon they started with in, Gen 3.
I mean, I get that, but I understand why the game developers didn't.
Yes, but fans don't care about that. The fans care about, I want to play the game my way with my Pokemon.
To be fair, honestly, Game Freak needs to up their population.
Yeah.
They need to get more developers.
Yeah, Black and White had a cut too.
Oh, it did?
Black and White was originally a reboot for the whole franchise. That's why Audino exists.
That's why there's so many?
Yeah. It's literally supposed to be a reboot. That's why there was a new... That's why Audino exists. It was supposed to be the new Chansey. Sock and Throw are the new Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. They literally... It was literally a new whole
They were trying
reboot.
to reboot the series?
Well, it is a reboot, effectively. That's why they did it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why the whole game has no old Pokemon until after you beat the game, because it was intended to be a complete. There was no new old Pokemon. It was intended to be a full reboot, and then they backed off it and allowed you to get old Pokemon after you beat the game.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I would find that they didn't even call it a reboot, did they?
They backed off of it because either people did get mad or they thought people would get mad if they did call it a full reboot.
I mean, they're kind of right. I would have been mad about that.
But that was the intention.
But okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's cuts are nothing new, but this cut was not the same kind of cut.
Yeah, they actually didn't. They purposely didn't animate Pokemon. But with that said,
not even just that. You have to understand what. Yeah, it was a soft reboot. They were intending for a harder reboot. They did a soft reboot. But yeah, you've got to understand a lot of Game Freak as well. Game Freak does have the fundamental problem of there was going to have to be a line drawn sometime. Because you can't just keep infinitely adding more Pokemon and have them in every game forever.
Yeah, eventually you'll run out of space, and I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying...
I don't like the Dex cut either, but
I understand
Game Freak also was not in an enviable position. At some point, they were going to have to make this call.
The only thing I will say against Game Freak is have more people on your team.
Yeah.
If you had more people on your team, you'd be able to put every Pokemon in every game.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. You're correct, but as people have... As I've watched people talk about this before.
Yeah.
I have watched some of these videos. The people talking about this. And one of the things somebody... No. And one of the things one person said was, you are absolutely correct that Game Freak needs more people. Because you have to understand, this Pokemon is the biggest franchise in the world.
Yeah.
The games are some of the best, or like some of the biggest games in the world.
Yes.
The Game Freak team is an extremely tiny team.
Yeah.
They have like
400 people or
they have
something like that.
Yeah, they only have like a
Few
I
hundred.
remember looking up this number. It's like 200 or something, maybe. I don't even think it's that many. I think it might be 90. It's some small number. I'm gonna actually look up the number again. How many Game Freak staff there are? Because it's pretty important to the point.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm sure if they had a bigger team, they'd be able to do a lot more stuff.
Yes, they absolutely would.
Why they don't?
Game Freak number of employees. Here we go. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Or,
why
sorry,
they don't, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Seems, yeah.
159 employees. That's how
Oh.
many get in 2020. So last year, 159 employees.
Oh my.
Would you like to know how many employees Activision has?
Isn't it like over 1,000?
Yeah, it's well over 1,000. These games are some of the biggest games in the universe. Again, biggest franchise in the world. They have so few employees.
What's wrong?
This company has less employees than the AAA games that they're competing against. It's like, yeah, of course you don't have time to do all this shit. You don't have enough people to do it. It's like, yeah, if you hired another 500 employees, you could assign one Pokemon to every employee.
Yeah, and how about
Like-
this? Hire some fans. Like, I've seen some.
Yeah, I've again, and that's not a bad idea. I've talked about what Game Freak could do, and it's not something they could have done for Sword and Shield because they didn't plan for this. Like Game Freak was not prepared for
get
their
this
games
big.
to be well, yes, they were not prepared to be this big, but they also weren't prepared to make a game for the Switch. Like Game Freak was not prepared to be on the home console. They are used to being the handheld, company.
I mean, this is kind of handheld.
Well,
It's a hybrid.
yes. Well, more specifically, yeah, it is a handheld that can dock. Nintendo stopped making consoles. Like, they disbanded their console company. But that's beside the point. The point is, it's now the home console and the handheld at the same time, whichever. They weren't prepared to be on the main system.
Yeah.
The handhelds of, whatever. I'm getting off topic. The point is, it's a new hardware that they weren't prepared to work on, and they're the flagship series. And and they don't have enough employees to do that. It's like, people have talked about things that Game Freak can do, and they need to do some of it. They need to hire more employees. They probably need to have no less than 500 employees. But the amount of time and effort it's going to take to hire those 350 employees, which is triple their current staff, well, more than double, sorry,
Yeah.
that takes time. It's going to take them years to hire more employees.
Yeah. So take that time.
So they're getting, the thing that I and other people have suggested they should do. Game Freak is in Japan. Japan has programs where they try to get people in Japan into video game making because they're very well known for video games.
Yeah.
What if Game Freak just went to a local college or university and had a program? Yeah, they do have a lot of money. According to Game Freak's...
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. According to Game Freak's expenses reports, Game Freak has never increased the budget for Pokemon games. Ever. They have paid the exact same amount for every single Pokemon game.
Well,
And the games have increasingly made more and more money.
that's
Sword and
not
Shield
true.
cost the same amount as Diamond and Pearl. They did not increase the budget. Yeah.
What? I thought
No.
Diamond and Pearl was like $20.
No, not the cost to buy the games. The development cost.
Oh.
They paid out the same amount to make the games for every game. And they increasingly make more money from each game. Well, not exactly every game, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yes.
the newer games have made more money. Like, just because more people are playing them.
Yeah.
So it's like, they have the money. But what if they just went to a local community college and said, hey, we would like to offer a program to aspiring game, like, modelers and game developers. We are going to provide you, like, some of our employees will oversee a program where the local college students use our software to model and animate Pokemon. They literally just
Dude,
do the animation
I would
work
actually
for
fly
Pokemon
to that college to do that.
They get college credit for it, and Game Freak doesn't have to do the modeling work. They literally could get student-level animations, which are better than Game Freak's current animations, for anyone who's seen their current animations. They could get professional-level, like, animations for basically free.
They should hire the XD people.
They should. They should just buy out Genius Sonority and have them do all the animations for Pokemon. Although most of those people probably still aren't at Genius Sonority. But, yeah. If they're really having this much of a problem with animations, they should buy a studio and have the studio do the animations. Just like they've already bought out a studio that does other work on the games.
Yeah, like Shining Diamond.
Well,
Sorry,
no,
Sterling Diamond.
they don't own that company, but they actually do have a subsidiary.
But they're letting someone else do the development for these.
Because I think Namco Bandai does a lot of work on them.
Yes.
On the games. But I don't remember what...
Yeah, even though...
I forget what they actually do for the games, though. They've, like...
I think they just publish.
No, it's not a publishing thing. They gave... Namco Bandai does all something for the franchise, but I don't remember what it is anymore.
I don't know. Hey, we'll have Dragon Ball Z characters in a Pokemon game.
Yeah, because Koa just is a mobile company.
How interesting would that be, Dragon Ball Z cross Pokemon?
Say again?
Dragon Ball Z cross Pokemon.
That'd be weird.
You mean like how weird it is Mario crosses with rabbits?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be weird.
I know, I'm tempting a lot of people to do that. The biggest anime genre versus the biggest franchise. Yeah, here's the thing, was Dragon Ball Z the biggest franchise
there it is.
before
Creatures.
Pokemon?
Creatures the one I was thinking of.
Creatures.
Inc.
Right.
They do all the models.
Okay.
Creatures makes all the models for all the Pokemon.
Okay. You're modeling?
Yeah. You're doing all the modeling for us. It's like, yeah, just buy a studio and make them do all the...
yeah, why they won't is beyond us.
Because that requires time and money and, like...
Yeah, by the way, are we at time? We gotta be at time.
We are actually a minute before time.
That is great. Just as I got done saying that. Yeah, guys, I've been paying attention the entire time we've been conversating like this, and nothing. It's gonna be the same rates as Goldeen. That's basically what I've seen, and from what I've heard about Staryu, it's the same kind of rates you would get if you were shiny hunting Goldeen.
Uh-huh.
So, here's to another 5 streams for Staryu. Because how many streams did it take for us to get Goldeen and Seeking? 4?
4, I think. 3 or 4.
Yeah. So, expect that with Staryu. Maybe 5. It could probably go up to 5, let's be honest. I wonder how many lures I've lost during all that. A decent amount, guys. I started with like 400 this stream, and I'm down to 300. That's how much I lose a stream. That's how much I lose by dodging Pokemon. And, guys, the method I'm doing is... honestly one of the worst ones, but unfortunately, this is the fastest method I can do. Dodge the Pokemon and wait till the shiny appears. Because the slower version and actually more effective version is to just keep running into Pokemon over and over and despawning them. Force despawning them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better method, but it takes longer for streams, so... This is what I consider the faster way, because if I encounter the Staryu, that means I have to go through all the battle animations and stuff like that, so I'm literally saving our stream seconds just by viewing these Pokemon like this and not encountering them.
Yeah.
It sucks to do it this way, guys, trust me. If I had to recommend you do anything for this hunt, just run into it and despawn it. I wouldn't advise recording it this way, because like I said, one shiny hunter I know just shiny hunts by just force despawning all Pokemon, and he takes a long ass time before he finally finds one.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he was doing a Tangela hunt.
Yeah.
Took him 20 streams to find one.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, me, I got lucky. I found out on the 31st combo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which
So anyways,
great.
yeah, we're at time. But yeah, anyways, So basically just to wrap
Wrap it
up,
up.
yeah, all we were saying was just like, yeah, there are a lot of people who don't like Sword and Shield. I can understand if maybe that was part of the decision why they did the different graphic style. I don't know if that happened or not. It could be. It's probably just because it's a different team making the game. It's probably just going to be a direct port. There's probably not going to be much to it. Some people have mentioned there might be Mega Pokemon back, and that there won't be Dynamax Pokemon.
I
have
that.
no evidence of that. No one has evidence of that.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
find
just
out in November.
predicting.
Yeah, we'll find out in November.
Alright, guys, well, that is going to have to be it for today's episode. We got a comment on the trailer, apparently.
Cool.
It was Crisp. We
Got
haven't heard from him in a long time.
Anyways.
Alright, that is going to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, Pokemon does print money. All the money.
Money.